Estoy en el chambón y no veo pares. Ya me siento como un millonario. Ustedes frontean y yo vengaré. En costa de mí no hay forma que gane.
You are now listening to Human Beings.
Live, baby, episode 12 con
Yeah.
Bebo Deluxx.
Yeah, we live.
Hey, we
We
appreciate
live.
y'all sliding
Yeah.
through. We
Yeah,
good
bro.
now. We on
Welcome
now.
to the podcast.
We out
Thank
here.
you,
guys.
Thanks
Thank you,
for
man.
No doubt, bro. We appreciate it. Y'all just drove. We're in St. Cloud right now. St. Cloud, Kissimmee, Orlando.
Shout out
St.
St. Cloud. Shout out to the K. You know what I'm saying?
K-Town, BBL.
Y'all just came straight here from Miami, is that right?
That's right, bro. Yeah, it's a
Just
long
took
drive.
trip down, got here at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, man.
This morning, that's when y'all showed up?
Yeah.
How long
fucking-
were y'all down there?
We were down there
Like 3 days.
3 days.
Well-
the thing is, we've kind of been back and forth like the last 2 weeks. So we went down there. We got back Monday for the weekend. We got back Monday, and then we left Thursday, something like that.
Got back this morning and we're going back again tomorroll
Right.
Going back tomorrow.
for another
back
like
tomorrow.
week.
Damn.
Damn. So what
Well,
y'all
what-
got going on out there?
Is that stealing all my questions? Stealing all my questions right out of my mouth. bro.
This last time we went to, man, do you guys know this? It's a Spanish artist. His name is Ñengo Flow.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
I listen to reggaeton.
He
But
knows-
even though I don't know what they're saying.
Right.
You vibe with it.
Exactly.
You can vibe with it, hell yeah. So we went to go meet up with him, bro, and it was like I felt like I was in a movie, dude. Like
Yo,
it was the craziest.
In what
thing
way?
ever.
In what way?
First of all, he's a big deal. You know, like people that follow that genre know who he is. He's like an OG. You know what I mean? He's been through. He's that guy. He's very well respected too, like in the streets of PR. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it was dope. It was like seeing a legend. You know, like seeing somebody that you really, you know, that I was listening to when I was legit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Doble too. So
yeah, hell yeah.
So it's a little surreal. Just
super, bro.
It's been these past couple months have been fucking surreal, bro.
Yeah, man.
Been-
Now, was that when y'all were saying y'all were out with him? That was like on an artist level,
Yeah, like we went to his house, bro. So he has a house.
but he invited y'all. Like he knows who y'all are and everything.
Yes. Now he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to meet
Now,
us.
yeah.
He wanted to meet us.
He
so.
met us yesterday.
okay.
He had heard about us probably during the week through his management maybe, and they set it up. You know, we went over there with our
Okay,
With
so
our people,
it's not
our
like
label.
he's been watching you and nothing like that.
No,
but
no,
he
he-
knows who you are now.
yeah,
Right.
exactly.
This all happened recent, like you said yesterday.
that's what's up.
Okay.
So
We went out, showed him some music, vibed out, cool people.
Did y'all kind of feel like, oh shit, we're about to meet like a next level dude? You know what I'm saying? Like with who's guy who could really put us on potentially. Like, were y'all thinking that?
Well,
Or is he already putting
is
it
that
on?
we man? I mean, we were
we kind of met.
we were with Yandel the other like how
Like
long?
Yandel de Winston and Yandel.
We say on the
Don't fuck up my. Don't let me fun of my Spanish.
No,
yeah,
you sound
Yandel,
good, bro.
ya tú sabes, papi.
You sound good, baby.
Dale.
yeah, we're actually working on something with like Yandel and Guru. It's from a page. It's
Damn.
called Rapeton.
Y'all are tied in then already. Hell yeah, that's what's up.
we-
You're
yeah.
getting there. You're putting
We getting there.
putting your foot in the door.
Yeah,
Right.
we
That's what's
gotta.
up.
I feel like
We still got a lot to
go.
go. We still got a lot.
We
to
got
go,
our foot in
Lot
the
to
door,
go.
but we gotta get our other foot in.
Now let me ask you, how long have y'all actually been making music? Like, I'm guessing, you guys do primarily reggaeton. Like, would you classify your music as reggaeton?
We do more actually. I would say you could consider it more like is that we do a little bit of everything. We do reggaeton.
Okay, but like if
Okay.
somebody asks you, like, oh, y'all make music, what
Like-
kind of music you make?
like
What's your
reggaeton,
answer?
I would say
trap or-
urbano. Like I would say more trap. We're trap artists.
Okay.
We do
Okay.
Latin trap, Spanish trap.
Okay.
more than you would call it reggaeton.
Right.
Because
Because we
the-
do have reggaeton songs, but
Yeah.
if you would ask us like our whole, you know, if we give you
Catalog,
our
yeah.
whole catalog, I would say, you know, a good 70% is like drill, trap,
Trap.
R&B. Like
It's funny. I tell people that
Okay.
I cut hair, and I tell them all the time, like, because sometimes the owner of our shop, Manny, we've had on, we talked about, he loves reggaeton, bro. Like reggaeton, Puerto Rican, you know, Latin music. That's what he listens to, rap, all that shit. And sometimes I'll ask people like, oh, they're like, oh, what is this? Is this like what kind of music is this? And I'm like, oh, it's like Spanish trap. It's called trap.
Trap. You say Latin trap.
It's trap
with the accent.
It's
on
Spanish
it.
trap.
Is that what is actually categorized as trap? That's it.
Trap.
Or is it reggaeton trap or
Nah, it's
Latin trap? Latin trap.
If you say
Okay,
it
Spanish
with
trap.
trap, it's automatically Spanish. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta roll. You gotta roll the R. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? You
But
gotta roll the R.
but I think that's dope, man. I was actually listening to music. Well, I've been listening to it like the last whole week, really, like here and there, because I wanted to kind of get in touch with it,
Yeah.
feel your vibes out.
We was
what
jamming
is-
into it actually earlier
question,
before y'all came in.
Question:
Yeah.
Where were you listening to the music?
YouTube.
primarily my. Oh, you mean like that, like platform?
Platform.
Yeah, YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube.
We're
Yeah.
gonna send you some stuff, bro.
That's not.
Yeah.
That is very.
Is this unreleased? Are we getting VIP footage? of
No,
this?
no. We're gonna show you
Yeah,
some
yeah,
stuff.
the
We're gonna show you
stuff-
some stuff.
Yeah, bro. The shit we're working on right now is on.
Well, we're also gonna show like, is it cool if we put like clips of your videos that you have out now?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, of
so
course,
people can
yeah.
see what
Of
kind.
course.
Yeah,
Because
bro.
your newest one that had y'all been promoting for real was Off White.
Off-White,
Yeah.
yeah.
That shit's dope.
Off-White.
That shit is
shit's pretty
fire
good.
for
Thank you, bro.
multiple reasons.
Yeah.
But tell me where y'all come from with this song, because when I see it, and I'm sure Chris might have his own perception, but like when I saw it, the first thing that comes to mind is Off White, like sneaker releases and stuff.
Yep.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's related to that, like the some inspiration from that.
Well, the song, the name, came out just because we didn't even overthink it, bro. It was simple. He says, "No me estés pisando lo Off-White." He said, "Don't step
Oh,
on my
right.
Off-Whites."
Right.
It's just a line in the song that he says
Right.
in the beginning, in the intro, and we're just like, "Fuck it, let's call it Off-White."
That's what stuck. That's how we usually think of
Yeah.
songs. We try not to overthink of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, if it was a certain line that sticks out, we try to. You know
But
what I'm
the
saying?
song has nothing to do with shoes or Off-Whites. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
other than
So-
other than
so-
those little
but that's
lines
a-
there. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
So what does the song? What is the song about? Because obviously I don't understand Spanish.
Okay.
But he's jamming to it though. He's like,
Yeah, I'm jamming to it.
Hey.
And no, you know what's cool about that song too is that even if you don't speak Spanish, it has a lot of English words to it.
That's what I noticed about your music too.
Spanglish.
That's good.
So,
Yeah, that's
so you could kind of catch a vibe of what it's about. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Yeah,
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we vibing, we chilling in the club. You know, we just you don't fuck with our vibe. We on a good vibe. We smoking, we drinking,
Okay.
partying, and
about-
and nothing's gonna fuck up.
It's about protecting your inner peace. You know?
You know, peace, baby. Let's get
Okay.
it.
That's what the song's about.
And
You
then-
know what I mean?
But you can't ignore the obvious visual references to Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we talked about, because you see
Yeah.
that beginning scene is like, damn, they got official people working on this shit, bro.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, where did you guys come up with that concept?
Yeah,
or-
we
yeah.
did it.
Everything, bro.
Everything. Yeah, we with our boy obviously Correa Films. He came out and
Shout out Correa Films.
and recorded everything with us. But we pieced the video, together with him. We came up with the concepts for the video.
Does he have an Instagram? Is
Correa
it
Films?
Correa Films.
Yeah, look him up. Correa Films. He has a
Is that
Instagram.
CORREA?
CORREA Films.
Hell
Yeah. He's dope. It's my boy.
Then did he
It look-
actually do all the like the computer graphics, like the
So-
stuff that went on?
Yeah,
here?
because it looked like there was multiple people that were involved in the music.
Yes,
video, right?
exactly.
Right.
So
Okay.
he helped us piece it together, and then we sent it out to another friend of ours. His name is the Dumb B. You could look him up too on IG. He
Okay.
does he's actually an artist, but he does video editing too. So we had him do like just effects on the video, like where you see like he zooms into the eye,
Yeah.
or we're popping up out of nowhere.
certain transitions.
Those details
cuts.
are underrated, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's like all the stuff that we look at when it comes to this regular YouTube editing, and it's like the smallest like fraction of a second thing that makes the biggest
makes a
difference when you're
difference,
watching.
Yeah,
Big
hell
difference.
Yeah.
And-
Special
and-
effects take forever.
for real.
Yeah.
But the idea, what were you gonna say?
No. I said that it took a while because we had to send it to like, was it 3 different people?
Bruh, we send that shit to like 4 different people.
4,
So
look
we
at that,
send
man.
it to somebody to add effects, somebody to add color grading,
Mm.
somebody to add like when we have the superpowers, where you see the superpowers in the video. We're
Yeah.
fucking.
That's what I was gonna say is next level, because that looked like when you're watching it
looked
like high quality shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, it didn't look like-
it looked dope for real.
They added the ninja stars. I don't know if you noticed, like the beginning scenes. You can barely see them, but there's ninja stars kind of being flicked at us, and they hit the wall behind us. If you
That's
look at it,
crazy.
you're gonna catch things you probably didn't catch the first time or second time in the video. That's what's cool about it.
Now, your experience might be a little more professional than mine, but when it comes to getting stuff like this done, I've used the app that's called Fiverr, right? Where you go on and you find multiple people who are specialists at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
You send them whatever you need, they get it done, and then you revise it. Is that something like what you guys?
That's
You said Fiverr?
exactly what we did.
Fiverr?
Exactly on the dot. We went to Fiverr.
This was created from Fiverr too.
Yeah.
Fiverr is the shit.
We
But
did
a lot
the
of people.
concept.
What's
and
crazy?
then-
The person we hired was actually me. So I
No.
drew.
No, but yo,
Fiverr's dope, bro.
Fiverr,
Fiverr's
man,
dope.
you
Yeah.
can find almost anything you need to find. Creatively, you need artwork, you need video editing, even voiceovers. People that do
Right.
Everything, bro.
Everything.
Even our intro at
Yeah,
the
our
beginning.
intro
where he
voiceover
says,
is from
"You
me.
are now listening to."
exactly.
Human.
Even the
Yeah,
intro, you
same
seen
shit.
the intro on the video, like the ninjas fighting.
Yeah, yeah.
I was on Fiverr.
Mm.
Even
So did y'all? My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt
No,
you,
no,
but the question I kept missing was when you put that. First, you obviously wrote the song. Then did you guys have more of the ideas for the visuals, or is that
Yeah.
something that came on?
No,
later?
that was us, bro.
That was
So
us.
you knew you were going Mortal Kombat right off. rip.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you how we went that route. Cause the beat, when you hear that beat,
Yeah.
for some reason, man, I get like very like Oriental Asian vibe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It has it. It has.
It
there's
has like I don't know
something
if
in
it's the instruments or anything. So we're like, yo,
It's like the lead. You'll hear it when you.
yeah. I was like, we were like, let's do some like the idea that we had originally was let's do. You know how the songs don't kill my vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were gonna have it like we're chilling in a spot. If you see the ninjas in the video,
and they're coming to.
they're coming.
take
They're
over.
trying. If you notice, they're trying to hit us throughout the video. We're dodging them and rapping and shit like that. They're trying to kill our vibe, but they can't and shit. So that was the whole idea. Let's do like a cool video where we got ninjas coming in. We fighting ninjas and shit, and do it on some like on an Asian vibe. It has a mix. It has a mix of like Chinese and Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We kind of mixed it up.
And even as far as like the people that we used,
Yeah.
that was all our like.
No, those are all our
cousins,
people, our
friends.
family, our
Yeah.
friends. They're
You know
all
what
in
I'm
the video. Yeah, the guy that we're fighting, that's our cousin.
Hell
We
yeah.
dressed him up. We were like, you're gonna be the bad guy. We'll
What-
dress your ass
What
up.
happened with Andy that day? He was absent.
Andy
he was a
flaked.
no-show. He flaked that day.
He flaked that day.
Yeah,
Typical.
man, he faked ass.
Listen, that sounds exactly like the Andy I know.
Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah,
sad,
he just
bro. It's a
ignores
little
you,
sad.
and then he'll
Or
text
he'll
you
hit
back 3
like,
days later.
he'll hit you up like, yo, yeah, I was gonna do that, but nah, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that no more.
Yeah, man. We all love Andy though.
so
Andy,
how-
shout out to
808.
Andy.
But
808 Anakin.
So I want to sneak in here because I heard you about to ask, but I want to ask
Go
first
ahead.
because there's a lot of good questions, bro. Y'all have
I'll
a
just
lot
sit
of
here quiet.
as you should, as you should though. Nah, but there's a lot of good questions because y'all have a lot of high quality stuff out. I've listened to all the stuff that you have on YouTube. I don't know if that's like your most recent catalog of stuff. I know you mentioned that you have some other stuff hasn't been put out, but in terms of out publicly, that's all the stuff you have.
Yeah,
out
yeah,
publicly.
Correct,
That's
correct,
out,
yeah.
out publicly. That's everything we have out.
We went through a big gap, like where
Yeah.
we weren't releasing any music. We were working, we were stacking up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? We went,
okay.
we went to
Bro,
like a
money-
cave mode. You know what I mean?
No, stacking up on music.
Well, but
mean,
listen,
That's
listen.
that's kind of necessary because even for us, we took off a whole year before we started transitioning the video.
Yeah, you gotta have
So you have to like start preparing for that next level. Of
gather
stuff.
yourself up. It's like it's like a training camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When athletes go in training camp before before the season, they still have to train, but before that, they do training camp by themselves. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
If you notice, before Off-White, we hadn't dropped anything in like 2 years.
That's
on
a
our platform.
big gap for music,
gap.
now, especially
Yeah.
now because music goes so quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we've been working this whole time. We just due to different. It's always different circumstances. We held off on on dropping music. We wanted to do it right too. We didn't want to just. We noticed like at least our first couple of songs that we dropped them, and then we just dropped them to drop them. We didn't have a plan, a marketing plan behind it. A strategy,
Right.
and
they say
that's
that
important.
they say that it's 90-10, like 90% business, marketing, strategy, who you know, who you talk to.
You can't just make music and drop it.
That's why
But-
people
but-
say, "Oh, I hear this stuff in the radio, and it sounds ass." Like, how you guys? It's because of that. They might have sound ass, but maybe their work ethic is there. Maybe
Yeah.
they're, you know what I'm saying?
That happens, bro.
100%,
Because
bro.
that's another thing I was gonna say when you mentioned stacking up, you were talking about music. Naturally, for me, I'm
You
thinking
think about
money,
bread, yeah.
But it's both because I'm not like y'all have been doing this clearly way longer than me, and I just kind of dabbled. I know we talked about that.
Yeah,
that I had
yeah.
dabbled in a little bit of music, but one of the biggest things I took away from that was to have good quality, high quality sounding music.
Yes,
It takes money, bro.
hell yeah.
It's that studio time ain't cheap.
And if you don't have money, it takes time. A lot of the times we've learned how to do shit from necessity. And this guy's like a genius, bro.
Stop it.
No.
Okay, y'all do music engineering and all that on your own too, or no?
Yeah, we record ourselves. We do beat. We produce as well.
We made a studio
for all your stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean, we collab. You know, obviously, like 808 Anakin sends us beats, you know, but we also do our own stuff too. We record ourselves.
808 Anakin actually told me that I think you turned your garage into like a studio.
Yes. That's like our headquarters. That's where we do everything.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, but this is amazing me right now. So the track like Off-White, you guys produced that track.
Well, that particular track, I got it online. I bought the beat online.
Right.
We recorded it in our studio. We mixed it.
So you did the engineering for that, you guys.
So, okay.
Or you don't have like a particular engineer that
I do. I actually have, man.
We collab. We do
but we collab with Alchemist. Alchemist is
shout out to Alchemist.
Shout out to Alchemist. You know, he's usually our go-to guy. What I do is I usually like we set up the song. We do the first mix, as you would say. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We set it up how we want. And then what we do is we'll send it to him like in pieces. And what he does is he'll bring up that mix and do his own thing. He has his little chops and it becomes what it becomes. But it's usually like the beats and stuff. We chop them up.
You've already laid down reference tracks and all that by the time you go to these people.
Like a really good reference track.
Super reference.
You know what I mean? Like almost done.
Almost done. We give it to Alchemist. Makes it. He does his thing. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to do it, you can send it to Alchemist and he'll make it sound beautiful.
Yeah.
But what he does with us is he'll take our mix. Because we usually like how our mix sounds. It's our mix, you know what I mean?
We have a specific vibe, specific. So we'll send it already to him, you know, in a specific way. And what he'll do, he's already worked with us so much, so he already knows what he'll take it and he'll add his touch to it. Boom, boom. He'll bring it out more. You know, make it sound crispier.
Super Saiyan that thing.
Yeah, Super Saiyan the fuck out of it. You know.
Yeah.
And then it sounds, and then you're able to play it, you know, more in clubs and the cars.
How long would you say that it took to like complete this song for you guys?
Off-White?
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing with Off-White, okay, so funny thing about Off-White was never like, it was a reference. So I did Off-White, I did like a melody, I don't know, and I kind of did my thing, and it just sat there for a while. And one day we were in the studio, we were bored, you know, and we finished it up. But people started getting a liking to it, you know what I mean? And we didn't plan it. And people would, oh man, Off-White, I like that. So we're like, yo, let's just do a video. And now that's what got us all this stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like the thing that we weren't. We have a lot of songs that are halfway done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was about to be one of them. You know what I mean? So, but thank God we did it because
this song is what kind of make you guys took off. You would say, from this or
this
where
and the Love One TT.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Get to that, but before you touch on the other song, because I'm curious now that he said that, have you felt like an elevation in your notoriety after Off-White? Like, do you feel like that's been pushing momentum in a certain direction?
I felt like it's definitely helped.
You know what I feel like? I feel on social media, we've been growing steadily, but I feel where our real growth has been happening is behind the scenes, where people don't really see it. Is with the where we're meeting producers and
networking,
socializing with other
managers, you know, CEOs, and we're able to show them music. You know, they're seeing our faces, they're hearing us. I feel like already there's a pretty big circle in the industry that has at least heard us one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a big spot.
I was seeing you guys was going back and forth to Miami a couple times this year, right?
Right.
You went to Calle Ocho, I think it was. Did you?
We did the after party of Calle Ocho.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, we had a show over there. It was cool. It was a nice little show.
Casa Tiki.
So when y'all go to do those, what is it you're actually doing? Like performing one or two tracks, or?
In that case, we just went to perform two tracks.
Sometimes we do hostings. Like they'll book us to do a hosting in, you know, like we did one in Pilos, which is a nice club in Wynwood in Miami.
Hell yeah.
So,
Dirty Rabbit.
And then we did Dirty Rabbit, you know what I mean? So we do that. We don't necessarily sing.
We don't sing, but we'll go, we'll show face, chill out, you know, they'll play our music, you know.
Right.
And just kind of people see our faces.
They usually hook it up with a little
it's
bottle.
It's a promotional vibe for both of y'all. It's like a mutually beneficial promotional thing. No, that's fire, man. I say that though because when I look at that video for like, okay, because like I said, I watched your other ones as well. Some of which are not necessarily like full production music videos, right?
Yeah.
Would you would consider Off White your first full production music video or no? Oh no, agotao.
Agotao.
How you say
I'ma
it?
just say-
Agotao?
Agotao.
I'm gonna say it
Agotao.
while we bring it up right now. That is my. With Off White, it kind of makes it tough. But other than Off White, I was gonna say Agotao is my
I would
favorite
agree.
track that
I
y'all
would
have.
Really?
And we
Dope.
put that out.
That was our first track.
That was your first track, right?
Our
Yeah.
first
I did
video.
not know that.
Our first.
Well, not our first.
Official, or
it
that
was
you
like our-
posted up on YouTube, I guess.
It was our first official video,
Okay.
and after
Yeah.
us not after us
Not
taking
making music,
a break,
taking a break for a while,
because we stopped, bro. We were making music since we were kids.
Kids.
Literally.
That's what I was gonna
'cause
ask
we
you guys, how
originally
long?
asked that. Yeah, how like what? How
So
did y'all
since you were
start doing it?
kids,
Okay, so as I said, we're cousins.
okay, I was
so
gonna say yeah.
We're like but like this guy
Yeah,
slept in my room.
I lived in his house.
I've lived with them. You know what I mean? Like,
But
If there's anything you guys don't want to tell us, it's okay. Don't
no,
worry.
no. But what was I gonna say? We started. We started making music when I was about 13 and Bebo was probably 11.
Yeah,
We were just dibbling and diving with bullshit, like a bullshit ass mic.
bro. We had a little.
Gasolina on the radio. Y'all were like, yo, we could do this, bro.
We had
with our
a
voices
little
like this.
computer
Yeah,
mic, bro.
mommy,
Our mic was like this big, and we just like little kids, on the little mic rapping.
What made you? But what is it that inspired you? Do you think? Because like there's plenty of kids out here. Like Chris was playing basketball. I played baseball. Like kids are distracted
played
by a lot of
baseball?
shit. Shut up. The kids
For
are
what,
distracted
1
by
year?
a lot of things. So like for you, what is it that made you think like, yo, let's try to make a song? Like what inspired you in that way?
I feel like, well, at least the way it started, I used to make like funny songs for the hell of it. We've always been like our family does like. There's a lot of musicians in our
And-
family, like
and poets.
Our grandpa, his dad, my dad, they all,
A lot of them write stuff,
or
if
they
it's not
play, or
songs.
they play an
it's-
instrument, So we've always kind of had music around us. And my grandpa's always he always had a camera, so he would record everything. Like he would go to a family party and record everything. So we were always in front of the camera, messing around.
It wouldn't even be of nothing, bro. It'd be a family get together. Our families, we have a big family, so we have family get togethers like every fucking weekend, bro. You know what I mean? So he would take a little camera, and he would just put it. People would be right in front of it, talking like it's not even there. You know what I mean? But he
Yeah.
would always have it there, just recording everything. It was.
And he gave that camera to him.
Mm-hmm.
He gave that camera to him when we were kids. It was probably not even 10 years old, but we took the camera and we started making videos, like movies and shit, like scary movies with the mask and the
Bro,
fucking killers and
And
shit.
not for nothing.
Yo, we did good.
They were dope.
Oh yeah.
Not
you
for
still have
nothing. They were
copies of those
very dope.
videos?
Oh, I'm so mad because I took it one day.
It didn't
This is
happen.
a touchy subject. I was gonna say that right now. This is a touchy subject.
It's
You
a
know
touchy
what I
subject
mean?
for me. Nah, man, yo, those videos are fucking
Yeah, bro.
crazy.
I
He's like,
really
these
wish
were
I had
Oscars.
those.
Oscars.
Oscars.
videos.
I'm telling you guys. But man,
No, I can relate to that though because growing up, there were kids that grew up in my neighborhood as well. That some of them I consider like my second family, and we grew up doing the same thing. Bro, I was like, yo, we're gonna make movies. We had the tape recorder where you had to actually put a tape in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That seems mad old right now, and we're out there doing the videos, and you don't think about all the scenes that's just like nobody talking and the setup angles, and then all of a sudden you're just hitting pans, like you know what I'm saying, with wooden spoons trying to make noise and sound effects, and you're like, bro, this movie's trash.
Bro, I remember us doing slow-mos. Like, we would do fight
would
scenes.
do it ourselves.
And we'd literally be like,
we'll throw it on the camera. We'll do the camera around us with me, and then we'll stop.
we'll have my cousin
middle.
take the camera and do circles around us so it looks
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
spinning. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
Pero
we
quedó
would go out.
cabrón.
We'd have
That shit
DMX
was
playing
dope.
in the background. You know?
Yeah, DMX in the background.
So-
on a little radio.
That's a good follow up to that because my question was like, I know I mentioned if you started at reggaeton or trap, if you will. So what made you decide to go that route with the music? Was it because your first language definitely was Spanish?
Yeah.
Yours, you feel like you're 50-50, like half Spanish.
Well, my first language was for sure Spanish.
Yeah, definitely?
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. But I moved
He
here
got,
pretty young, so I could
he
tell.
was younger, when we moved out.
Like I always tell people when I think, right? I think in English,
right?
But I write in Spanish. My songs are in Spanish. You know what I mean? I
So
write in
you
Spanish.
can think in Spanish.
Yeah, 100%. And sometimes I think in Spanglish.
Because for me, that's
You know what I'm
different.
saying?
Like I feel like for you truly mean Spanglish. For me, I think only in English. I speak mainly English.
Right.
If I need to speak Spanish, I can communicate with you in Spanish.
You could defend
Like,
yourself.
I've
You'll
probably
know-
heard him speak Spanish. Like, I can count the amount of times I've heard him speak Spanish in my
He
hands.
was going in
I'm
right
like,
now
yo,
before
yo,
the.
I forget he's
that's,
Spanish.
That's what I'm
sometimes.
saying. Like if you tried to have a conversation with me right now in Spanish, you would know what I'm trying to say.
Right. Yeah,
you would
yeah, yeah.
understand what I'm saying.
And I'm sure you understand shit too. You understand?
Yeah. I understand you more than I would be able to express myself. But you would know what I mean. Like, you would feel me, but I
Yeah.
would be saying it completely incorrectly.
Right, but
You know what I'm saying?
But,
I'd be
but they can figure it out.
Yeah. I would sound stupid, but you would know exactly what I'm saying. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's why it interests me when you guys, that you're rapping in Spanish this way, because for one, of rapping in general is just such an intriguing skill and talent already. And then when I think about, so I bring it up because you mentioned thinking in English, right? Because I think in English, and even when I try it, you can write in Spanish, which means you can think in Spanish. I cannot think in Spanish. I can only think in English. So when I'm trying to even speak Spanish, I have to think first about what I'm saying in English
And translate.
and then try to translate it. And obviously that causes certain disruptions in the pattern of speaking, right? Because some things don't flow like that, you know? So to imagine writing a song or to write bars and then to be able to also be in tune with, you know, I don't want to, for lack of a better term, slang, like the current Hispanic slang, you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Like that changes with time, just like, like cap and capping, like those terms.
Yeah, they come
That
new.
shit-
That was
shit
the other
changes
day.
all the time.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with Spanish. So like when I listen to reggaeton, I remember what I feel and what I enjoy about reggaeton, but I don't necessarily understand like I do the English.
What did
rap
you
songs.
enjoy about reggaeton?
Bro? The trap, bro.
Okay,
The
I was
civ-
gonna clarify.
The Civic Center days.
The Civic Center.
Civic Center days. I
Talked
see.
about it.
Civic Center. You used to see him there?
Yeah,
I might have seen him a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
He probably helped
Getting
me up
denied.
one time.
Getting denied. the whole time?
He probably
Oh,
hit
walking around like,
that's how you feel.
Nah, it's-
But you know what?
And on to the
You
next.
ugly
Fuck
anyway.
it.
You
On
ugly
to the
anyway.
next.
I hit him up. I was like, "Yo, Bebo, hold me up, bro."
Those days were wild, bro. We were kids. Man. I would have let my daughter go on one of them things.
That's
Hey,
I think about that all the
listen.
time. Kid.
That's so,
We were
so hold up.
young.
You have a girl,
yeah.
One girl.
I got a daughter and I got my son.
and you have what?
I have a son.
And then
this
he has-
guy, he can't even be partaking this because he got a boy. He's like, yeah, my boy out there.
He gonna be out there.
thrashing. He gonna be out there thrashing.
God, that's
Calm down,
slaying.
my boy.
Yeah, I look at my girls, bro, because I got two girls. I'm locked in on the girls. that
Your
like,
girl,
yeah.
your girl's gonna be around his son and be like, "Oh no, that's Doble son. Yo, you gotta leave. You gotta leave."
I'll be like, doble
Stay away from that little motherfucker right there.
bro, for real, man. It feels like that, and but it's it's crazy because growing up, how I'm sure y'all sucios. You know what I mean? Like once you have a girl, you realize like you have to do everything you can in that way to keep them away from it. But at the end of the day, you can't be overprotective. Bro,
No, yeah.
because that'll push them shits right into them sucios arms.
Yeah,
Make it
you gotta
worse.
kind of.
You gotta
It's a fine line.
trust. You gotta
Fine
trust
line.
yourself, bro.
It's a fine
How old
line.
is your girl?
She's 6.
Okay, you're double. You're double in my age. The age of my girl.
yeah.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, bro.
How does this? Go ahead. Do you have a question?
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, in terms of having kids and a family, the music artist life, bro. That shit is a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Traveling, shows,
Bro.
Being
late
away
nights,
from them,
studio
yeah.
time.
Right
Yeah.
now.
I mean, even right now, yeah, we're in
We
Miami.
had to be away from our family right now for like a week almost.
No,
But-
2 weeks.
Okay, we were gone 3 days. Then we came back 2 days. Then we were gone 3 more days. And now we about to be gone a week. So that's like, we seen our families 3 times in the last 2 weeks.
How do they feel
3
about
days.
that? How do y'all like? How does that work at home? How's that dynamic?
We're kind of blessed, bro, that we have a very supportive, family.
That's good.
They let us do our thing,
They support us.
but
really.
that it always is gonna, they could be the most supportive people ever. It's
always
always
gonna
gonna be
be
hard. It's
something's
always-
gonna come up.
It's hard.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a balance, It's a
Yeah.
balance. You got to make sure that you don't fuck up because
Right.
one
That's the key in the nightlife, because y'all are in the nightlife, bro.
because one is gonna suffer
Yep.
if you do too much, of one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Balance, bro. Balance is the
Mhm.
hardest thing.
So like today, this is all we're doing today. After this and
Yeah,
before
we
this,
gotta go back
it's family
home.
time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then we gotta go back.
Yeah, bro.
Miami.
Because I could imagine. Because even for me, like I got a family too, and it's surprising how much it may not seem like something like holding a podcast, how much time that would take, but it takes a good chunk of time when you also have to think about working a full-time job, spending your time at home, how much time you're spending traveling, going to and from the setup, all that. You know what I mean?
I wish I could say I understand what you guys are talking about, but I don't.
Yeah. These guys out here living the
The
bachelor
single
life.
life, the bachelor life.
But I'm right there with you. You know, like we're doing what we want to do. Our families support us, but they're paying something too.
Right.
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's not like they're not paying.
They're
They're
sacrificing.
sacrificing just as much.
Yeah, exactly.
Amen. Yeah, yeah.
When do y'all think that y'all started actually taking the music serious?
That's a great question, bro.
Bro, I feel like my whole life I've been trying to do this shit.
Yeah,
I was like
but
13. I've been
We had a run, right? When I was a freshman, was it our first show that we did? Was
Yeah,
that the
that was
first
our
show?
first show.
Our very first show was in House of Blues. We opened up for
What?
Arcángel.
full,
At downtown
full ass
Disney?
House of Blues.
Downtown
Bro.
Disney?
Yeah.
Packed.
Where you couldn't see the
When
floor.
was
you
this?
couldn't see
That
the
was our
front.
first show. This was 2000 and fucking, I don't know.
I was
Wait, how
17.
old were y'all?
Seven. Like,
So
I was 17.
I was a
So-
freshman.
So you were like 14.
So he was like,
And
14.
y'all had never done any live performance before. And you
Nah.
walk into House of Blues, packed house.
with Arcángel, bro.
Hold on, how the hell did you
what?
guys
With
even
Arcángel?
do that?
Yeah.
How did you get into
Yeah.
that situation to be able to do that?
It was okay. So we had at that time we had an uncle of ours.
Fernan.
Shout out to
Shout out.
Fernan, right?
Duri.
And we had, and he was doing like little manager thing for us, right? I wasn't there that night, but he took Doble and he said, "Yo, let's go downtown."
Yo, we went out downtown. It was like 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
to a shop that he heard some guy, I guess the promoter of the show, might have been there. So he heard he was probably going to be there. So we went over there on a chance that guy was going to be there. 2 a.m. I remember he had a CD in his hand. And he tried to get in the club. They didn't let him in the club, but he ended up talking to the security guard, and he gave the security guard the CD to get to the dude, because I guess the dude was over there. He happened to be there. And I guess something happened in the show. I don't know if the dude heard us. I guess he heard us. But he didn't. None happened yet. Somebody in the show canceled one of the artists or fucking
One of the opening acts.
one of the opening acts couldn't make it. Or for some reason, something happened that they couldn't go to the show.
Mm-hmm.
And my uncle pulled some strings. I don't know what the fuck. He talked to the people, and he got us in that fucking show.
Damn.
That night, so y'all had no idea you're about to be performing, and you're like, "Yo,"
And
nah,
you're
we're going live.
14,
I was
Man,
probably
I was
I was
17.
probably 13. Bro.
13,
I was probably
17.
13 years old.
Yeah, you're probably like 15.
That's crazy.
15 or 14. Because if I was 17, no,
I wasn't past 14,
It
bro.
was 2006. I was 16.
I was 13. I was 13, 14 for sure.
Because
Because I remember
That is
that the day
crazy.
after, I literally stepped out, where the bus dropped right there, right in front of the freshman center. So the bus dropped me off, and there was like a bunch of freshmen, probably like 10 people. Like, yo, was that you? Was that you in House of Blues? Da, 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 da.
Oh, when we got to school,
When we got to
'cause
school,
at least me, because we found out a couple days before the show.
people didn't even know we rapped.
I was telling everybody in school, yo, you going to the Arcángel concert? Yeah, I'm going. I was like, I'm gonna perform.
Oh, y'all knew y'all might be performing when you went.
No,
up
we
there.
knew for sure like 3 days before the show
Oh, okay.
that you
Right?
that you were going.
that we
to.
were gonna be performing that weekend.
Which is
Right.
super last minute.
It was super last minute. I remember we were in Halloween Horror Nights when we got the call.
Halloween.
Right,
Horror
yeah,
Nights.
Halloween
He's
Horror
like,
Nights.
yo, I picked up the phone. It's my uncle. He's like, yo, what you doing? Are you sitting down? I'm like, what you talking about? He's like,
We was driving home.
he goes,
Right?
yo, get ready because you about to open up for Arcángel. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, what?
Do y'all have that song out that you performed or no?
Oh, bro, that's those songs.
Bro, those songs. I was
The archive?
17.
And the
Yo,
Lost Records. They're
That
the
was
Lost
like
Records.
that was like 15. How? I'm 32 now. And that was when I was 17. So imagine.
How do y'all
So
think
you
the show
don't-
went? How do you think the show went?
It was dope. They actually, people started calling the
we
radio
came out
station.
on the radio after that.
And then the radio station got in contact with us.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, bro.
That's a fire story. Like,
Yo, and that was on the first.
That was literally the
one.
first thing that happened to us, dude. Like,
how did that
boom.
feel at that, bro? Because at that time, that's when you be listening to everybody listens still to the radio. Like,
Yeah.
That time.
Yeah.
No,
That was
there
like
was no
the end of it.
Spotify. There was
Yeah,
no
that was
iTunes.
like-
that's a
there
very
was
good
none of
point.
that
Yeah,
bullshit.
That was like the end of it, where if you were listening to the radio and something came on, like you might actually be one of the people trying to call and get a request.
I don't even think there was YouTube. There wasn't even Facebook para ese tiempo.
If there was, it
There
was
was
super
YouTube,
early.
but it
Made
was nowhere
MySpace.
near like this.
It was
Right,
like
right.
cats
It was
and
like
space videos.
trash videos.
Yeah, looking at cats and shit.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
YouTube's
how
on a
did y'all
long
feel
way.
in that moment when you were like, "Yo, they called the radio station called us"? Like, what were y'all thinking?
it was nuts. Man.
I'm gonna be
It was
honest. The first thing I thought of was there had to be somebody we know. Like, I
They
wonder,
were messing with
I
us.
wonder what aunt called the radio station. No, but like a lot of people called. Apparently, it was more than one person and shit. So,
But they got us in there.
They
We
got
got
us
in.
in
We
there.
got on the radio. They interviewed us.
mhm.
But
and everything.
but on the actual, because I do want, there's just so many questions I do want to ask, but the actual live performance, and I say this because I remember the first time I got on stage performing anything live in front of a
What was
big
that, the
audience.
talent show for
It
high
was a
school?
talent show for high
You got
school.
some shit out.
Yeah,
You got
it was-
some music out.
Well, I do, but the
We'll
talent
talk
show
about
that the
when we
talent
show you our
where-
stuff, you gotta. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
you show me yours, I'll show you.
You
mine.
know what?
Pause.
No, but he's saying that because of a talent show we had in high school where it had nothing to do with like. what
mind
I'm
you,
talking
I've known him since like elementary school, so
Right.
we're kind of like brothers, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unfortunately, but so I didn't even know he was gonna perform. That's what's the hilarious.
I didn't
part.
know that either.
What-
I didn't know that.
Where
He
was this in high school?
Yeah,
yeah.
it was at exactly.
What,
Wait, so
a talent show.
yeah.
It was like the first talent show in years at the high
So
school.
I'm
I
over
thought.
there, and then he's just on stage. I'm like, what the is going on?
What'd you rap? What'd you rap? You remember the
Yeah,
bars?
I do. Hell yeah,
I
bro.
bet.
It was.
Spit
It
some
was
real
no.
quick.
It wasn't. It wasn't
he didn't
nothing
do his own
original.
song.
It was a
Got it.
cover.
Oh, gotcha.
We did Montel Jordan. This is how you do it. This, is how we do
how
it.
we do
This
it.
is how we do
Hey.
it.
Yeah.
And bro, and it was me, my
It had
boy.
me dying.
Who was singing? Who was singing?
Yo, I think I did more of the singing bar or the singing parts.
yeah.
And my boy Jay, shout out Jay, Jimmy Fades on Instagram, Fades with a V. It's confusing, but he's out there. He's a barber out there in Ocala with me. But anyway, he did the rapping parts, I did the singing parts. And then our boys Fundy and Sean were the backup dancers, and then also did a little backup
Man,
dancers.
yeah,
Hey,
backup
bro.
dancers.
We did our thing out there, but like the reason I bring it up is because even though it was obviously all fun and games, you know, what I'm saying,
Right.
high school time, but it was the first time I had ever been on stage with that kind of an audience. Because I don't know if you remember, bro, but that auditorium was full.
Yeah.
Do you
It
get
was-
shy? Are you a shy person?
I'm not a shy person.
You don't look like a
Nah.
shy person.
I'm not a shy person.
You don't seem like a shy
But
person.
I can't. I'm not gonna say that like nerves don't get to you at some point.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
sure
bro.
both of y'all know. It don't matter how not
get
shy
nervous.
you are. Yeah, you're like, especially if you know you're
Yeah,
about
bro.
to do a performance, right? So we get up there. We had thought about all these different things we are gonna do, and I'm like, damn. But then as soon as we get up there, and
it goes away.
yeah, bro. Like the music starts playing and you start jamming,
You
and everybody
transform.
gets lit, and you're like, I feel that, and I understand why artists feel the way they do about live performances,
Bro, it's
because
the-
you're
it's the
like
best.
feeding off of that energy.
The
you know what I'm
feeling.
saying?
Oh man, yo, the feeling that, like I was telling him when we got off stage the other night. It's like, bro, there's nothing like a feeling of you just finishing. I mean, it's dope performing when you're performing, but once you get off stage after a dope fucking performance, you're
Yeah,
like,
bro.
"Bruh."
It's like the ultimate high off
The
life.
only
Yeah,
thing
and
I
you
can
get
say
to like
that
reminisce, like, oh man, that was
the only
crazy.
thing I can say is maybe a similar experience is because obviously I didn't do anything like that, but I played basketball in front of a lot of people.
He's no
Yeah,
artist.
right.
So
He's no artist.
it's obviously it's nowhere near kind of. I think is way more extreme because it's your performance. At least I have a team, and I'm doing stuff. But
yeah, but you're still, in a way, you might be
performing.
like,
When
shit,
you got
they're
the
watching me.
ball.
I gotta be
yeah,
extra
exactly.
fucking.
I'm
and
sure
you
it's
feel
the
the
same.
energy, like
Yeah.
if you score, that you feel the energy.
I'm sure it's the
Pumps
same
you up.
feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Especially
gotta-
when you know you're on the lit side and everybody's like on your side.
yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
let's go.
But it's like,
You got to be careful too, bro, because sometimes they give you so much energy. For example, like in basketball
Yeah, yeah.
terms, you'll be so hyped that
Some
a
people
simple
can't
layup,
handle
you
it.
just you know what I'm saying,
Exactly,
you
yeah.
overdo it because how
You have
much
to be
energy
calm,
they gave
yo,
you.
give me all the fucking energy in the world when I'm on
Right,
stage.
right.
You can't give me too much fucking
But that's
energy.
the, but that's
No,
the
I don't mean it
interesting
that way.
part.
I'm saying
I
you
feel
have
like he's
to.
the type to jump off the stage.
He is. Listen, he is. But what I mean by that is more like in you as the artist, you have to be able. You can control that. There's some people that can't they can't control that.
Let
You
me
see what I'm
let me
saying?
ask you: have y'all had? No disrespect, I sincere question. Do y'all have any people you've seen who are like actual fans, like y'all be going to shows and like they be knowing your lyrics, or has it been kind of like a exposure journey? You know what I'm saying? Of like trying to get your shit out there. Cause I've never experienced what that would be like to have like a fan. You know what I'm saying?
So that's an interesting question because like, okay, as far as shows and shit, we have a lot, like our peers, our family, our friends, they're very supportive.
Right.
So we'll be going out to shows and like 15 and 20 of them will be coming
They be
out.
showing up.
And they'll know our song, so they'll be singing it with us while we're on stage. So you kind of get that feeling. You know, we perform in clubs and stuff like that, so you could really feel the ambiance. But as far as fans, like I don't know, online and like on Instagram and stuff like that,
they'll be on there.
They'll be on there, and I get so much love from random people that I would never expect, like. And they'll talk to you like celebrities. You write them back, thank you. They'll be like, oh my God.
Yeah, they're mad.
I can't believe you replied. I'm like, whoa.
It almost, it feels weird, bro. It's kind of weird, you know what I mean? Because we're just normal people, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to see somebody react like that, you're like, what the, you know?
It's crazy, bro.
That's like
but it's
my
dope.
boy
It's humbling.
that owns a gym here, Ryan Buchanan for Two Hands Basketball. He in Asia, when he went to go train people, there were kids who were lining up for him to sign their shoes, for him to sign his shoes, and he's like,
yeah,
wow,
like that, crazy.
Damn, like,
that's gotta feel
really
crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine.
It feels good. It feels like, man, it's touching somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
what we're doing.
I'm lying though. After we got off stage,
Lying ass motherfucker.
I'm lying though. After a performance, you see fans, bro.
Oh yeah,
After
random
a performance,
people
will go up to you, yo, let me take a picture. Yo, yo, you killed it, this and that, dun, dun, dun. So I in person, I have experience, but it's only after the show.
Gotcha.
And even sometimes,
energy.
even sometimes you don't even have to perform, bro. And you have people like we went to Dirty Rabbit.
Oh no, that was insane,
bro. And they gave us like the
That was
whole.
intense.
We had like Alicia Keys is like bodyguard. This dude is
What? Shut up,
bro.
man.
Walking around the
Alicia
club.
Keys is my baby, bro. Alicia Keys, dog.
bro. We had her bodyguard. This guy was like, I've never seen a human being this.
We had
this
two
big.
bodyguards.
Two big motherfuckers.
I've never
bro.
seen a human being.
Two big motherfuckers just pushing motherfuckers out the way. And when people see
With a
that,
flashlight.
They're like,
Right.
oh, who are these
Who
guys?
is- yeah, who are
People
they?
stopping through the
us.
club, like getting through the club type shit. Shit. I hate that term.
Type
I
shit.
use all my clients say that shit. I just have to say for every time I'm gonna say it, they be pissing me off when people say it, but it comes out.
Type
Type
shit.
shit. When you're walking through the nightclub.
Yeah, because
So even like to go to the bathroom, like, and so we're like VIP, right? And we're chilling, and we got to go to the bathroom, and we start walking, and these motherfuckers grab us. Hey, wait, where you going? Where you going?
boom,
You know what
that
I'm
move everybody up out the fucking way. Yo, I was going to the bathroom. They were taking me to the bathroom at one point. I had to go, and they came. I had one security guy here, one security guy over here, and another dude with a flashlight. Moving everybody out the way. I was about to go to the regular bathroom. I'm walking to the regular bathroom. Like, hold on, boom. He stopped. Come over here. They took me to this whole back freaking room. I didn't even know existed in the freaking club, and then like a private bathroom. I was like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Actually,
I've never
it was
experienced
actually clean and shit. You know?
Yeah, I've never experienced
So
no
you
shit
took a
like
shit in there?
You bare ass. You
I
bare
would
ass.
have.
You took a bare ass.
If I had to go, I would have let her rip.
No,
No,
drugs,
that was probably the most celebrity-ish I've felt.
But what I'm
with the
saying
security
is,
guards.
people just see that. You know what I'm saying? And they want to take
So
pictures.
now
with you,
y'all
bro.
feel
They're
like y'all better
Yeah.
than everybody.
Yeah, man.
No, hell no, no, never, bro, never. Honestly, that feels weird.
Yeah, it felt weird. It felt weird.
feels weird, bro.
That's why I was like in the bathroom laughing, bro. I was like, get the fuck out of here. This shit is, what the fuck going on?
But isn't it crazy though that if you really think about it, you know, you guys keep doing your thing, keep putting out the music the way you're putting it out, keep relating to people the way you do, and that's how it happens. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
gonna be at the point where all of a sudden you are that level to most people, and that experience you guys had that night is gonna be your daily experience. Is that, I'm guessing that's everybody's dream, right? When it comes to this lifestyle. So do you guys see yourself living that way? Like, do you see that being your day-to-day life? Would you appreciate that?
Fuck yeah, I'd appreciate it. I would appreciate the fuck out of it because we know what it is
to be on the other end of that. You know what I'm
to
saying?
be on the other end of the spectrum.
But are you meaning more of like, what do you appreciate in what sense?
So that's a good follow up. So for me, it would be like appreciate in terms of understanding the treatment that you're receiving in that moment and how you know you grew up / how everyone really grows up.
Right, exactly.
And being treated the way that you are, and then also understanding the impact of your position being in that position. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, and that's weird. And I'm super appreciative of it. But I also see what it does to people on a psychological level.
In a bad way.
Yeah, because that night, no, I don't know about in a bad way, but I mean, yeah, it could get to your head.
I've seen it where,
You know, people get big heads, but I mean that night, I mean on a psychological level to other people, it's like they didn't even hear our song.
Right. Yeah.
They didn't even hear our song or hear our music. And there was people stop just because we were walking around with security guards. There was people stopping us and, oh my God, like if we were celebrities trying to take pictures with us.
Mhm.
They didn't know I know they didn't know who the fuck we were.
Right.
They couldn't name a song.
How does that feel? That can't feel nearly as genuine, right? Because they're only after the lights,
Yeah.
cameras,
Movie.
and actions.
That
They're
right.
not after the content.
So
that
you
idea
gotta
has
take it with
always
a grain of salt.
Been weird to me because I've never been particularly a fanboy like that to anybody. Even obviously me playing basketball, like even to like Michael Jordan or Kobe. Like I actually, one of my jobs, I seen Kobe in person and I was like, oh shit, it's Kobe. Like that was my reaction.
Mm-hmm.
And I played basketball my whole life. So like,
That Kobe's
it's
like-
weird
Yeah.
to see like people react that way.
yeah.
Where it's
weird.
like, I don't know. I can't understand it.
Yeah, some like me.
Because they don't
I'm
know.
not either.
They don't know what you do. You know they don't know what you do, but they just over like, oh shit, this guy does something. He has.
He got money.
Let me get a picture with him. And what are you gonna do?
But at the same time, yeah, like Doble said, like you still appreciate it, bro.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Because that's part of growing. Like you meet that person, right? You don't be a dick. You say hi to them. You treat them with respect. You know what I mean?
Tampoco, it's not like, oh,
And you
man,
gain
I
a
don't wanna
fan.
say- I loved it.
You know
I
what I'm
love
saying?
it. Yo, people stopping me. I had a big eye. Fuck yeah. I was stopping the security guy. Hold on. Let me take some pictures real quick. I loved it, man. You know,
no,
and
I feel that,
funny.
bro. I can relate to that 100%.
It's awesome. It's awesome. You know, but I thought about that, you know, on a psychological level. You know, if you want to get deep with it.
Yeah, and people mess with people that they like, bro. Even if they're like, for example, let's say we're not a duo, right? We're just and our skill level is the same. We rap the same. We have the same type of music. If I'm an asshole, Doble's a cool motherfucker. Who are you gonna listen to?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You're gonna listen to that guy. You know what I'm saying? Because you fuck with him. He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
But if you're an asshole and he's cool and you're with him, they'll still listen to your shit.
Because he's cool.
Or they won't listen to me because he's an asshole.
yeah.
Right.
That could
They
happen.
could go either way.
Well, you got to place your bets, boys.
Yeah.
So are you
Exactly,
guys
bro.
assholes? No, I'm just kidding.
This guy is, bro. No, fuck.
But that comes down to once you achieve that kind of notoriety and that kind of influence over the populace, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you guys are aware that pop culture and music and all those things influence kids and generations heavily. So for you, how do you feel like your music will influence that over time? You know what I mean? Let's say you guys, you blow up. You're on your way. You're growing. So how do you see your music influencing generations and things like that, the way that people talk about
That's a deep question. A deep question.
Influencing, but okay.
Do you take that into account when you're making your music?
be
like
honest,
thinking
bro,
about the next generation or something like that, or it's more just because it's a dope song.
This
I'm
is
just trying to have
this is
fun
how I
with it.
feel about music and about that topic, right? I feel that there's a time and a place for everything, just like how there's a type of music for everything. You know what I mean? It's up to that person and whoever's around that person to decide, okay, I want to consume this, or I don't want to consume this, all right? Or I'm not going to let my child consume this.
Yeah.
Or, you see what I'm saying? But I feel like there's a time and a place for everything. So there's a time to do bellaqueo, you know what I'm saying? There's a time to do...
I have fun. Like, I know when I'm doing some ignorant ass,
Right.
ignorant ass music. Like, I know
And it's
when I'm-
fun sometimes,
All right, this
bro.
shit is just
It is fun.
I'm just writing
fun.
some bullshit, but I'm gonna have fun with it. But then I like to tell stories too, and I like to do, get more deep with lyrics sometimes.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're two different styles of music. Like if I'm doing some trap shit, I'm usually on some ignorant shit.
Yeah.
Just rapping about
But
bullshit.
it's just a type of experience that you could have in life, just in general. That's just one type of experience, and this is another
Right.
type of experience.
People aren't like, they're multifaceted, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you could be a
And there's
teacher and then
Yeah.
be a murderer. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy shit
shit,
like
this
that.
is-
Like,
this
All right,
got
hold
dark
on. Is
as
there something?
fuck,
Is
man.
there something you want to tell us?
no, I'm not a teacher or a murderer. I'm a good Christian man. You know what I'm talking about? So
No, but I feel you. That's a good point to touch on, though, because a lot of you find both sides of the spectrum. Like I'm a type of person where I'll tell you that a lot of I grew up on primarily hip hop and R&B, right? Obviously reggaeton and all that for different reasons too, but tra parties, fiesta, festival, hold me up. Nah, but now, now that I'm of the age that I am and I'm hearing the things that I'm hearing and I have the perspective that I do, I feel like I hear so much more negativity and toxic shit in the music that we hear these days. And that was a big reason that I decided to start trying to make my own music in the first place. So I know what you're talking about. Sometimes you're with your boys or we're hanging out like we are now, and you just want to say some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like just have fun, let loose.
It's a laugh.
Nobody means.
I was gonna say it depends on how negative it is.
Like nobody means anything by it.
Some things could
be
pretty extreme.
No, but I feel like you can also tell when the music is in that playful manner versus when it's in
when they're trying to be
exactly like
darker.
This is really what it is. Mm-hmm. Y'all gotta be hood. Y'all gotta be this. You know what I'm saying? Not like playful shit. You know what I mean?
And that's something we don't try to like. When we do trap and shit, we just like to have fun. We like to flow and just come up with cool concepts. And it's not like I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna go around the corner.
I'm smoking on.
We smoking. Smoking on Zaza.
We smoking on Zaza, but we ain't smoking on Billy.
Would you say smoking helps you guys with your music? Because that's kind of just
we smoke regardless. We're heavy. We're both heavy smokers.
I've been smoking since I was 13.
Yeah.
Since I was a jit.
I used to roll his blunts when I was before I even smoked. I was rolling this guy's blunts. He was driving.
You are the negative influence on him.
100%. He fucked me up, Mama. It was him.
Mama. That's crazy.
Because for some reason, a lot of people that do music, most of them are smoking. And would you say that it's something that helps you focus in that moment to
relax? Because I'm an anxious person. If I hadn't smoked before here, I'd probably be like, like mad,
jittery and shit.
Mm-hmm. Maybe walk around a little bit, then sit back down. But chills me out.
What about what you think?
I just like smoking, bro. It makes me feel good. And let me tell you,
I'm just high.
But let me say something else.
Anymore. I just smoke and I relax.
Let me say something else too. Smoking it opens doors, bro. Like when you smoke a blunt with somebody, you're always I can smoke a blunt with you
bond.
Today.
You're gonna
remember me, and we're gonna bond.
Wait, the way you're looking at me, I feel like we've already done this.
You've already
maybe. Are we? Did we just become best friends?
Favorite
I was just thinking about that.
Favorite non-pornographic magazine to masturbate to. Go. Good housekeeping.
Oh man, but yeah, bro. Smoking is dope. I've met a lot of cool people from smoking. You know what I'm saying? We've gotten opportunities from it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh man,
it's really like you said. Oh man, like you got a fucking story behind that one.
I don't know
if you should tell it here.
I don't know.
I'll let you think about it because my follow-up question while you think about that one, whether you want to bring it up or not, is shit, I forgot it.
Did you?
It was a lie.
Did you smoke?
No. Because you distracted me by knowing whether or not you should do it. I'm like, damn, should he tell us? What is this? What's the story? No, I forgot. It had something to do with.
I actually don't smoke, and
why?
Because it had kind of a stigma behind it. Because
you had a bad experience.
Well, no, I didn't actually.
Okay.
For certain things, people that were around me that I didn't really like the way they were, or like that that carried over to me where I'm like, I don't want to do that. And I was actually
you accustomed the smoking to their personality, or you connected the smoking to their personality.
I wouldn't say it
them
goes
as a
that
person.
deep, but yeah, it's more like
you judge. You kind of judge them off of that. You know what I mean?
And the smell for me, I never liked the smell, but it was more the Dutches and stuff like that smell.
Mm-hmm.
On my clothes, like
that's what we smoke.
No, that's what I feel like. That stops a lot of. That's the only thing that stops a lot of people from smoking.
Is the smell?
Yeah.
Is the smell?
I mean, I've
some
done
people
it.
might like the.
I've smoked. People used to think I smoked throughout all of high school because my eyes were always red, but it was more
because he smoked.
It was lack of sleep. I was just not sleeping a lot, and I would always wake up red eyed. But I have tried it. I went like a little month spree after high school, like smoking and trying it, and it definitely, it definitely enhances your mind to think about things that you wouldn't normally think about. I would say for sure. So
I'm surprised you look like somebody that would smoke, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what's crazy? Watching your other podcasts and stuff, and we spoke earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
off camera.
you said you were a super fan, right?
I'm a big
just playing,
fan.
I'm just playing.
100%. No, I'm a fan. I watch all you guys' shit.
I'm just playing.
But
Appreciate it.
I seen that you do shrooms, and that was interesting to me because I'm like, yo, this guy, he don't smoke because you said that, you know what I'm saying? And then you go straight to the shrooms, like that's a big, you know. I feel like it's baby
but
steps.
the reason why I went to that wasn't because it was because of what I was seeking behind.
Yeah, it was more meditative.
It was deep.
That shit is deep, yo.
Which
that shit is deep, yo.
He's ready to go.
He's ready.
So what's the most y'all take him on shrooms?
I took 5 G's.
5 G's.
5 G's, and I went to fucking
Another dimension.
planet, fucking Carajo land. I don't know.
How was your experience?
My experience was awesome, bro.
You said 5 G's for you too?
Yeah, and so what I want to when I do shrooms, bro, I feel like I really want to just be outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I had this weird urge to run.
In one of these fucking
I
places
had this
over
weird
here.
urge to just run.
Yeah, and being here, right?
Nacho, right
Yeah,
here.
bro,
Somewhere
what?
here.
It'd be nuts.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the weirdest, and the last that time I took it, it was so funny, bro, because I kept breathing super. Like I'd be having a conversation, I'd be like,
Bro, this oxygen.
wow,
Bro,
this feels so good.
yeah.
it really does.
It does
though.
though.
It's
It
not-
really. It's like life is getting
Every
put
time
in.
I
Yes,
breathe, I feel
bro.
so much better.
100%, bro.
It's funny you say you wanted to run because we have this running story where
Did
he
you
just
hear
started
that one?
sprinting.
Maybe
It's a
It
classic.
was about it was
if
about
I did hear it, Andy told me about it.
yeah, it was
It was
about me sprinting through the woods
Yeah.
when we were just getting
Yeah,
our
long story
shrooms.
short, he was sprinting through the woods. And then I was like, what the hell's he doing? And then I started sprinting through the woods. Because I wanted to
Wait,
see
did
what
you
he
know?
was experiencing.
Experience this.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly
okay,
what
got
it
you,
was.
got
I
you,
was
got
like,
you.
fuck it, I'm just going to
How,
do it.
okay, so how did it feel?
Oh,
Amazing.
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 Top 5
Did you
experiences.
get more like? Were you running more than you usually did, or like?
Bro, I don't even
It
know
felt
if I
fast.
could've-
It was like, shh, 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 like the
Yeah.
trees, everything. Like,
I couldn't have
I
driven
describe
as
it-
fast as I was running.
I describe it like
Like a gazelle.
like I was a warrior in the jungle, like just
Aztec
like
warrior.
hunting. He was
Yeah, but then I look at him and I'm like, this pygmy.
meanwhile to everyone looking at us from the outside thinks we look retarded.
No, I bet. Shit.
it is what it is, man.
What do you guys do for non-music related work? Do you guys have other jobs or do you do 100%?
That's what I wanted to know too. Before music, like what do you
Before
guys do?
music, I was hopping around jobs. I've had like 20-something jobs.
So you right now
Interesting.
your main goal is
Attitude.
music. Work-wise, you're just doing what you
I'm
gotta
just
do.
doing music right now. That's it.
Oh, so you don't even have another job right
I
now.
don't have my music is my job.
So you guys are actually bringing in income off this right now.
We just started to bring
Just
some income in, bro.
just started getting
Hey,
yeah.
that's a big step, bro. That's a huge step.
Yeah.
So you had like 20 jobs. What about you? You were in the military, I think you said, right?
I was in the military. I've had a bunch of jobs too, but yeah, I did 4.5 years in the military.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So where did you serve? What did you do?
I was in the Navy. Yeah. I was in the Navy. You were in the military?
Yeah, I was in the Air Force. Not to show you up or
Oh,
anything,
but
but yeah.
stop it.
Hater.
Air Force, come on, guys.
Huh? Huh?
And
No,
he,
but-
he
no,
barely
you did-
passed
but
the
you did-
basic
What's the
training.
best one? Okay, so you got Air
Obviously,
Force.
Air Force is number one.
You got
Last
Air
of his
Force,
class.
Navy, Army.
No.
What?
It
How
would
does
be
that
like
go?
Air Force is weak. No, I'm
Force,
just kidding.
Air Force, Army, Marines, Navy.
How about Navy SEALs? What's the difference between Navy and Navy SEALs?
is the
Navy still
Navy.
is their special ops. It's like
Yeah.
a special ops
Yeah.
unit
But
in the
there's
Navy,
Still navies. There's still Navy.
That's Navy.
Yeah.
and they're
You
the
got
baddest
Navy,
motherfuckers
Air
there
Force,
is.
Army, and that's
Coast Guard.
Coast
and
Guard.
Coast Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Coast Guard is like
and the Marines. Don't forget.
That's the bottom of the.
nah,
The National Guard.
Coast Guard is like
National
you gotta,
Guard.
National. Coast Guard, you gotta respect them, but they're not like a full force military. Bro.
You hear that?
They're
You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect.
So you're
You're going pretty
saying,
hard
so
right
you're
now.
saying they're like the,
Like,
the
they're
stepchild.
gonna
I know. I'm just saying they have a legitimate.
Talking man shit.
Look, yo, my Coast Guard people, I don't agree with this.
I don't agree at all. I don't
I'm
support
good.
this.
Y'all
I don't support this
y'all
at all.
left me hanging on this. Listen,
Because you wanted to go to the next level.
no,
like,
I'm
we're
saying-
going just level 1. You're like,
No,
no,
No, fuck them.
listen.
Fuck the Coast Guard.
I did not say that at all. I'm saying Coast Guard is first of all, I don't even need to back myself up here. I'm just saying Coast Guard is legit. It's just a different level from the other branches.
No, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like all the other branches got to do both domestic and overseas shit.
Yeah,
Coast Guard only got to do domestic.
In-house,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And only on the coast. You go off the coast, go inland, they're not there.
So in the military, did you go anywhere interesting?
Yeah, I was stationed in I got stationed in Japan. So I was
Damn.
I was green side Navy. You saw that?
Dude, hold on. Green side. You got to break us down this terminology.
Okay, so green side and blue side is like I looked like a Marine. Like I had the green Marine, but my shit would say Navy on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was part of a CB unit, which is like it was really weird, but I got really weird orders. There's three commands.
What's the weirdest shit you've been ordered to do?
What's the weirdest shit I've been ordered to do?
Let's not get too personal here.
I don't know if I can tell you that.
Yeah. Let's skip that.
What was
Let's
your
skip that.
actual job? Like,
So check it out.
Your specified job.
I came in undesignated, right? I was get me in as fast
You
as
came
possible.
in wide open.
Wide open, baby. I came in undesignated, so I didn't really have a job. I got put on a unit it was a really weird unit. It's called the Beachmaster unit. There's one in San Diego, there's one in Virginia Beach, and then there's one overseas in Sasebo, Japan, which is where I got stationed. I was over there for a while, and it was cool. And we worked with mostly the Marines and like SEALs and shit like that. But all we did was they would go into like a beach, right? And it's not like a beach like Hawaii. It's like sand and then a bunch of fucking rocks, forests. You know what I'm saying? So we'd go there. We'd go first, and we'd flank up, and we would start unloading all the Marines or whoever the fuck was there at the time. And if they would get stuck or if something would happen, we had to salvage a vehicle. We do it. We would drive something called the Lark, that it works off hydraulics. Yes, the Lark. And it goes in water and it drives on land. You know what I mean? So we would use that. It was pretty cool, man.
Amphibious vehicle.
So
we were an amphib unit. Yeah.
So you were stationed in Japan, but I think you mentioned you also went to like the Philippines. So you went to multiple other countries?
Thailand.
I've been to Thailand. I've been to the Philippines. I've been to Australia.
Damn.
Japan.
I've been to Japan, obviously. I've been to bro.
Which one was your favorite?
My favorite. Oh, I've been to Indonesia. Was dope, man.
Yo, you been to Tokyo?
I've been to Tokyo, but I mean,
Is it as cool as like?
it's
Is it
pretty
lights
cool.
everywhere?
I like the city called.
Futuristic.
There's a city in Japan called Fukuoka, that is like it's almost like a Tokyo, like it's city. You know what I mean? But it's a little bit more chill, bro. You know what I mean? That's where I liked more. I liked Fukuoka more.
Fukuoka. That sounds like my type of spot.
We actually got arrested. I got arrested in Fukuoka one
For
time.
what?
What?
You got a fucking
Public
arrested in
urination.
Fukuoka.
For the dumbest shit ever, bro.
That must be weird
How'd
getting
you
arrested
get
in
out?
another
First of-
country.
They don't like. So where we were stationed is where they got bombed. So they don't like us over there. Where I was stationed, we have a very bad like stigma.
Oh, I wouldn't like you either.
Exactly. You can't blame them. You know what I'm saying? So they were kind of could be dicks sometimes. So one time we were in a cab, and I was with my wife, and I'm like, yo, let's go over here, right? Boom. We go to pay for the cab. Since I was in Fukuoka and I tried to use it in Fukuoka, the card declined. Like the bank thought it was fraud. You know what I mean? Because they're seeing, oh shit, this is over here in a random city in Japan.
Fukuoka.
Right. So then I couldn't pay the motherfucker, bro. So I tried to go to the ATM, didn't work. I tried everything. Didn't work. Mind you, it was like 3:00 in the morning, so everything was closed too, you know what I'm saying? And this motherfucker, like, I don't know what he's saying at all. He doesn't know anything of what I'm saying. We're trying to like do our best to translate. And out of nowhere I look, and we're in the fucking police station. I'm like, yo, like, bro, what's going on? And he's like, no, he's screaming and shit. The police come, they take us in. They didn't put us in a cell. They put us in like a little waiting room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And-
Waiting room.
Yeah, waiting room. We were in the waiting room, and the guy, my girl had a camera. Like, I had just bought her this camera, like a nice camera to take pictures of the city of Japan and shit like that.
He was trying to take it.
He was trying to take
Get
it, bro.
the heck out of here.
And the cops were eventually, they were on our side though. They were like, the guy turned around at one point, and the cop was like, "This guy's an asshole." He was going like this and shit. Yeah.
What? That sounds like an anime scene right there.
For real. And none, but they got handled. You know what I'm saying? Somebody
Wait, when
called-
you say they got handled,
somebody
took
called
care of him.
somebody called the base. Somebody was on duty. You know about that, right?
yeah.
Right? and they had to drive. They had to drive 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Dale.
You guys mind if I go to the bathroom real quick?
Yeah, go ahead,
do your
bro.
thing, bro.
This guy has a fucking baby bladder.
You gotta take the headphones off though.
Yo me la iba a llevar.
There you go. Nah, that sounds crazy, bro. Because I couldn't imagine having to go through an experience like that overseas.
Yeah, that experience sucked, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The dude that was on duty had to drive 2.5 hours after that to come pick me up and pay.
Did y'all get in trouble?
He was tight. You would.
But did y'all actually get it officially in trouble?
No, bro, no. They looked out. They knew what it was. I felt like shit too because I felt they have to wake up, dude. You know what I'm saying? They're working all day. They got watch, boom, boom, and then somebody has to wake up, drive 2 hours there, 2 hours back. You know what I'm saying?
So what made you join the military in the first place?
I didn't have shit to. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, what am I gonna do? I got out of high school.
You graduated Gateway?
I barely graduated Gateway.
Panthers? Who?
Yeah.
Gateway?
Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to Gateway.
And then you just decided, like, yeah. Did you know at that time when you graduated, like, yo, I'm gonna go to the military?
No.
Because at this time, you already performed for Ocala. You was already.
Well, man,
Yeah,
I wish.
you're already next level. What
I
do you
wish he
think?
was here. So, the crazy part about it is we stopped because remember that manager that was my uncle, Finland,
Yeah.
right? Something happened with him that he couldn't do. He couldn't, do it anymore. So we kind of died. It kind of died down. When I went to the military, it completely died down. You know what I mean? So we went
Like, as in y'all not
Especially
making
since the
any music.
distance.
any music, bro.
Both of y'all.
Any music at all. So we went 7 years, maybe more. Not touching. I mean, we would still him especially would still dibble and dabble, but I'm talking about like making music every day.
Yeah.
No.
Like making tracks. You know what I'm
Tracks
saying?
together, no, yeah. We took a long pause because of the military thing. I came back from the military. He had got into a accident. You should talk about the accident. That shit's pretty crazy.
What happened with you?
I got basically ran over by a big ass semi truck.
What?
You went right to it.
I was in a car and he hit me from the back, like my car.
Whoa.
Hello.
Whoa! Pause. Whoa!
Listen,
There was a collision.
I don't know what Andy told you, but this ain't that kind of show.
Guess I'm in the wrong show. No, there was a collision, and
He switched it up.
I got stuck under the car, and he fucking dragged my car. It was crazy. I had to jump out my car. Then I almost got ran over by my own car while he was still driving.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to backtrack here a couple.
I jumped
couple
out of
more.
the car.
Hold on. So you were in front of the truck in the same lane.
Yes, and okay, so the
I'm gonna
thing
get
is,
the visuals locked down.
all right, get this visual, bro.
You're driving. There's
Come
a
get
semi
this
truck
shit.
coming up behind you.
No, I'm at a stoplight.
Okay.
Okay, this guy, the truck was so fucking high that he didn't even see my car.
Was the truck
You were
high
in
or
a
were
Civic.
you high?
You were in a
The
Civic?
guy in the fucking truck must have been high too, but that shit was high. And I was in a Civic.
How'd I know? Y'all both Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I had like two
Full
I've had
Puerto
two
Rican, both of you?
Yeah.
I'm a bougie Puerto. I was in.
That's what I said about
I had an Accord.
He had an Accord. Yeah,
I had an
he
Accord.
That's bougie.
Yeah, I pick you up.
Good. Okay, so you're at a stoplight.
and luckily the truck wasn't going like crazy fast. You know, if not, he would have fucking ran my ass clean.
Whoa.
But
That's gay.
He would have ran my ass clean.
this just got up.
That's quote of the day.
Oh man.
Listen, I can't speak. Everything I say is gonna sound fucking gay.
Not
Just
that
continue, just do it.
there's anything wrong with
Nothing
that.
wrong.
no,
Listen,
no,
I'm
no.
I'm pro
Yeah.
community. Community. All right, listen.
So your ass clean.
Start off with where it was cleaned, and then
So you got you got
From
rammed
there.
clean.
He runs. How could I say this?
you trying to choose your words wisely now.
He runs over the back hood.
Okay.
The
trunk.
the vehicle. The trunk.
The trunk of the vehicle. Yeah,
Okay.
I said the back hood. The trunk of the vehicle.
You did say the back hood.
You
That's
should have
funny.
never said that twice, bro.
Yo, listen.
Y'all tripping.
No, he did this, bro. Boom. My car, I tried to turn it.
Like, just keep going. Keep going.
I seen this guy was literally running over my car. So I turned last minute. If I hadn't turned my wheel, he would have ran over my car. Clean. So he managed to get onto the windshield of the back windshield. And I turned my car like this one. As I turn my car like that, he's going straight, so my car turns like that.
Yeah.
So now it's like a L. My car's under his fucking truck.
Under the front bumper.
No, it's already under the fucking like.
Behind the front wheels?
Yeah, it's behind the front wheels.
Damn.
Already. Under the fucking like the bed.
Yeah.
Right. So at this point, I'm like, my car's about to go into a ditch. It's like a ditch on the corner of the road. You know where the drains?
Yeah.
For the rain. So I jump out because I didn't know what the fuck was about to happen. I don't know if my car about to go down. And I was like, fuck that. I jump out of my car. But as I jump out of my car, the truck is still going forward. So now you have the truck going forward like that. And I'm literally running. Like, I'm running for my fucking life.
That's crazy.
My fucking car. My car's behind me about to run me over. My own fucking car. Like, what the fuck? I'm hitting the ground.
You didn't think about that before you jumped out. You didn't think like, yo, I'm going to jump out and have to
No, because I was about to fall in the ditch, but the car got stuck. So I did it. I jumped out before it went into the ditch. If not, I would have fallen into it was a deep ass ditch.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck that. So I jumped out.
Was it worth it?
I mean, I got my house because of the accident because I sued them motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
It was a company. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So
I told somebody was
I don't really want to get into any
experience.
details, but long story short, I almost died from a semi truck 2 weeks ago. So
No
2 weeks ago,
shit.
bro,
I
them
think it was
shits.
more than 2 weeks
They
ago.
don't see you, bro.
yeah,
Those
it's,
fuckers don't see you.
And guess what car he was in? Mira este.
Honda
Honda
Civic.
Civic.
Honda Civic, mira.
But yeah, he
Honda
definitely
Civics
didn't
are
see me.
like
but
John Cena.
He definitely didn't see me, but that's all I'm gonna say.
Did he hit
right
you?
Now.
Did he hit you or no?
His-
No, yeah, he hit
Is
me.
are you? Is it?
his
It's
lawyer.
pending. I don't
It's pending.
wanna-
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
I don't wanna
okay.
say
His
that.
lawyer
Hit you from the back?
I'm just gonna explain this.
He's like payback, bitch. He was waiting for that one.
I'm waiting for it.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Nah, he
But
told
what
me-
happened? What happened? What happened?
Nah,
Nah, I don't want to get into details.
But hey, good luck.
he didn't want to
but yeah,
sacrifice his
but
bag.
long story short is he almost killed me.
Man, but look at you here, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And that means something.
Hell
So
yeah.
now
bro.
you gotta.
Story to tell on a
That's
podcast.
it.
All right.
So listen. No, were you gonna say something?
Go ahead.
Because I'm about to take it to the next level.
I'm
Oh,
about to,
shit.
I was about to change it up too, but go ahead.
I'm
You
about
go,
to take
you go
it to the
first.
next
Oh shit.
So listen, y'all obviously want to make it to the top,
Oh, okay.
We're gonna make it to the top.
right? He said okay. Listen, y'all are gonna make it to the top. We're obviously pushing that energy forward for y'all.
Amen.
However, when you say the top, right? Quick question: Who's at the top of the game in y'all's realm right now? Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Ain't
right?
nobody on
Facts,
top
yeah.
of Bad
Okay.
Bunny right now.
Yeah.
Do y'all want to be Bad Bunny level? Like, is that what you're working towards?
I mean, we
You-
would. That's
Listen,
what
aim
you work
for the
towards.
stars. You're gonna
Listen,
hit the moon.
Listen, now, but okay.
That's what
Okay,
you work.
Okay, but listen, this
But-
it just is, I'm just setting you up right now for where I'm
Yeah,
going with
yeah,
this.
exactly.
Okay.
Do you not think, or do you think that attaining that level of not only notoriety in the realm that you are in terms of music, reggaeton, whatever, but in terms of power, celebrity, when it comes to things like some might consider the Illuminati,
Oh,
or some might consider selling
So
your soul
let's
to the
say
devil.
you get to that level
I'll never sell my soul.
and something happens with obviously it's pretty well known. There's some crazy shit going on in Hollywood in
In the
general.
industry.
where do y'all
So-
land on those? I'm trying to pick my words carefully here. Like, where do y'all
the
land
spectrum.
on the spectrum exactly of understanding where things might go awry with your visions in terms of where you're at now versus like the visions of those elite people in control of all of those at the top? Because I'm sure you don't think that all those people are in control themselves.
no, but I'll tell you one thing: the people that are in control, there's not that many of them. It's all in the same circle. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I do feel like, in a sense, that you have to get in good with to be at a certain level. You know what I mean? You might have to.
I'm never gonna do anything I'm against. I'm
Right.
always gonna stay true to myself, no matter what. No
Right,
money,
and you don't
no
think-
money can change that.
You don't think that there's something that someone could put before you to be like, this is
No.
everything I ever
No.
wanted. I'm gonna give
Nope.
it up.
That's good
Bro,
to hear.
I
we-
stay true to myself no matter what. Nobody's gonna change me. No million, 2 million, 3 million, 100 million.
It's already like not that.
It's already happened. Yeah, it's already happened.
we've been offered things to do shisty shit. You know what I mean?
Like that
Yeah.
you know is fucked up.
That we know is morally fucked up.
Yeah.
Business wise, maybe a good thing. You know what I mean? But morally, it'd be fucked up to do.
Yeah.
And we've been denying shit like that already. Like it's already kind of.
And now,
I'm glad to hear that.
now, if it came to the point where, I don't know what you guys consider your current level of, right, in terms of that spectrum, but if it came to the point where you're never gonna make it past where you're at now if you don't do this, or you could have it all no matter what, y'all would give it up? Y'all don't care?
All we need to do, bro, is just make a living off of the music.
And you and that
People-
you can do that now.
I feel like we could do that without having to do all this crazy shit now. I feel like we're gonna do more than that. But
Yeah.
I'm cool with just living, like having my bills paid and being able to take vacations whenever I want with my family
And doing something that you like doing.
and doing doing something that I love to do.
So let me ask this. So if you guys, started got really big, and you got these music video producers and stuff wanting to design your videos for you, and you know how it's obvious all these well-known artists have some demonic shit in the background.
Subliminal fucking
Yeah.
messages.
So
We
are
were
you-
talking about
you-
that yesterday.
So
with
are you
Kanye's
going
video.
to tell them, no, we're not doing that, and at all?
No, I mean, I'm not gonna have no demonic bullshit in my
we have
video
to
either.
we're the end of, like, we touch everything. You know what I mean? So yeah, we collab with people and they do other things, but
We'll
at
always
the end of
be
the
down,
day,
yeah.
at the end of the day, we're gonna be we're gonna have creative control.
Like, yeah. Like,
And we
I-
fought for that, bro. We could have been said, okay, yeah, we'll dance like this.
Yeah,
we'll
but
do
they'll
this, we'll
change
change
you. They
this.
change the way you the
And
way
sign
you
the deal.
sing, the way you
Yeah.
fucking dress, the way you say your names, the way you fucking.
They've already tried to do that to you guys.
Yeah, bro. And,
In what ways that you can talk about? Like, have you had that direct kind of interaction?
what it is okay. So we're getting into like the business, right? The music business is an act, bro.
Right.
It's all an act. Like a lot of these people aren't who you think they are, but it's all. For example, they're not naturally an artist, right? So they have 3 writers, right? They'll have a makeup artist. Like it could just be a pretty face because it's all about the product.
Yeah.
That's how these people in position think. Like they see 2 regular motherfuckers like us, but they see some chick that looks all done up, Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? They might choose
They
that
wanna
over
pop
some
it up.
other
They
I
shit.
feel like it's
pop
easy
you
to
up.
sell that. It's easy to
Easy
sell that. And
So
make
what
money.
they do is they take that. Okay, now I want you to act like this. Now I want you to do this. Oh, I don't like that. You got to dress like this. You got to do this. You got to do that. And without knowing,
They're changing
you're
you.
being manipulated, bro.
Yeah.
And then you start, and then that could go a lot of ways.
Yeah.
That goes down the route that we're talking.
Right.
So you feel like, but don't you feel like your resistance to that path could inhibit your growth as a group?
It has for sure.
Yeah.
We probably would have been bigger right now if we had said yes to certain things that weren't.
But you're
the right
cool
move.
with that being what it is.
cool
You
with
don't,
it.
you don't
More than
worry
cool.
about it being what it is right now.
I'm cool with it because I know that the route we're taking now is the right route. Is the route that
It's the hardest route.
it's the hardest.
Yeah.
But when we get to where we want to be, which we're almost there, it's gonna feel so much fucking better.
Oh yeah,
bro.
for sure.
It's gonna feel so much fucking better than to being in a place and being like, damn man, this is not me.
Yeah, when it takes the longer, harder route to go the way that you know you want it to go, it's always way more worth it.
Yeah, and and also that sometimes a lot of people just think about the end goal, the way that you guys are expressing to us, the way you're trying to do it, which is the more genuine, hardworking way. The journey is what's the greatest part of it.
We talk
And
about that all the
not
time.
the end product. The end product after you're done, that's it. There's nothing left. The journey is what's important, and that's what is going to give you the greatest experience. When you look back, you're like, damn, that journey was
Yeah.
great.
And it's been a crazy fucking journey, right?
We-
And you got a lot more to go.
We got a lot more to
got
go.
a lot. We're just getting started.
And we literally talk while it's happening. We always like keep each other on check. Like, bro, this shit's crazy, bro.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's
Like,
crazy.
like take this shit in. You know what I mean? Enjoy this shit as much as you can, because
Yeah.
Now listen,
Yeah.
I can't let this part of the conversation go without asking. Your wives have got to feel like, hold on, you're not about to be up at all hours of the night doing the tra, you know what I'm saying? Then try to come home like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously women, we all know how women work. When you're the one who has the influence or the one who has the attention, they want you, right?
Yeah,
You're the
yeah.
one giving the spit. So how do y'all deal with? Obviously, your ladies are aware that this type of stuff is going to go down. how do y'all deal with the regular type, family stuff that we're gonna deal with? We're like, oh, I'm out till 3 a.m., 4 a.m. How does that work?
That's kind of what we're figuring out right now, to be totally real. Because now is when we never had to deal with that stuff.
We did it, but not in this. We would go here and there, boom, boom, have a couple of those nights. But something so consistent, it's really happening. Like now.
Overnight type thing.
Like kind of, it happens quick. So we're figuring it out. Like I said before, man, we have both
they're
of us
super supportive. And they know like everything that comes with what we're doing.
The lifestyle.
With the lifestyle. They know there's going to be fans. They know there's going to be, women.
And we're pretty open to, like, we tell them, you know what I'm saying? We're open with them, bro. We're not, they know what it is.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They know they're not stupid.
That helps a lot, bro, because so many don't. Like, they might think the idea of the results sound good, but what the lifestyle requires during it is a total different story.
Yeah, like his wife doesn't even know he's doing a podcast.
But man, it's like I said, it's like the hardest part is really just time. It's just the time that you're not with them. That's the hardest time.
I want to say something too, bro, because sometimes sometimes your significant other won't believe in you for a reason. And what I'm saying by that is, maybe you didn't put in enough work.
Yeah.
Because when shit started changing, right, is when my girl started seeing me doing these late nights. Me not wanting. She knew. Like,
I don't want to have to.
Yeah. But me putting that effort, seeing us in the studio every day, every single day, like working hard. That's when it started becoming easier.
It's like, oh shit, this is serious. He's taking this shit serious.
Right. Yeah.
If he's taking it that serious, then maybe I should take him more serious than what he's,
Yeah.
You know,
I kind of think that's in a relatable way for me, or pretty much where I'm at now. Where
for me,
for
too.
example, me and Chris live about an hour and a half from each other, so we take turns where we record the podcast, right? An hour and a half away here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chris, like you said, he doesn't have a family. He doesn't have anybody that loves him.
I have a mother and father.
No. But he doesn't
Jealousy.
have the lady and the kids at home. You guys know how it is, where they're waiting for you. They want you to be home with the kid, and we want to be there too. But we also want to build towards something.
Right.
And we have time that we have to put in that we may not be seeing in this 2 seconds that we're talking about it, but it's gonna build towards something. And that exact point is what you're saying. I think I've noticed that with my wife too, where she sees that, okay, like, listen, I know I'm doing this. I know I enjoy doing this as an idea, but like right now I don't feel like doing this. You know what I'm saying? But I got to do it. So bear with me. Like, help me get through it. Let me do it. Because overall it's what we want. And sometimes no matter how much you love what you do, basketball, rapping, music, art, whatever.
Well, I'm more into saving the world now.
Well, we can tell. But you sit
I don't
there.
know what that means.
You put on.
You're a superhero.
You put on. It's not basketball, that's for sure. But you put on whatever mask you have to put on. And you do it every day. But that doesn't mean that every day you're trying to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not putting on any mask.
I'm trying to do it every day, baby. I don't know what you talking about.
But yeah, there are days where you're gonna be like, damn, I'm just not feeling it. But you got to put in the work on that.
you got to do it.
You gotta do it, bro.
Because somebody else is doing it. If you're not going to do it, somebody else is doing it. They're going to fucking, ¿me entiendes? Like,
every time you have that thought, that means you should be doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you have to stop and think, should I do this? Do it.
Yeah.
And when it comes to work, that doesn't mean like go rob a bank, bro.
but I do. I would say this.
I gotta rob this bank. I'm gonna do it. Bebo said to do it. Human Beings Podcast. Bebo
You know what?
said.
I remember what Bebo said on that podcast.
He said to do it.
I'm going to do it.
Do it. Hey, do it.
Do it.
You gonna do
No.
Where's that from?
Listen, if your significant other don't support you, it's hard to do anything, period.
You need
If
that.
you
bro.
have an unsupportive like spouse, and if you're a spouse that's unsupportive to your man or to your lady, bro, y'all gotta change that shit because you're holding each other back.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From progressing.
And you get stuck in that toxic cycle where now you guys resent each other
yeah,
because you're not letting each other live how you're trying to live.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
And then-
compliment each other.
Exactly. And if you're always mad at them because they don't let you do what you want to do, and they're always mad at you because you're not doing what they want to do, it's like y'all are never gonna live
It's
in harmony.
never.
Bro.
Yeah.
Never.
You gotta-
I wanted to ask you guys, what type of like music are you guys interested? What type of music do you guys listen to? Like
Reggaeton.
No.
Trap.
Really? We listen to a lot of like English, like trap and R&B. I bet a little bit of reggae.
We listen to ourselves most of the time, to be honest. Like,
Yeah. But I mean, when we're just putting music that's not us, At least me.
Yeah.
That's what I really listen to.
I like Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? I listen to there's a lot of good Florida artists too. I like ratchet shit sometimes, man. I like a little bit of
I
I like
like
country
I like
music
rap.
So
too.
you like Kodak?
I like Kodak.
Kodak,
I like
how,
Hot
how
Boy.
do you guys write your music? And I think this is interesting as a person who recently took under the idea of writing music and trying it out. What's your process? Because if you do it together, you obviously collaborate together on all your projects. What is it that you do similarly? What do you do differently in the process? Like for me, I have to hear the beat. I have to hear the beat and I have to feel it and be like, all right, this is a beat I'm about to write to. How is it for you guys?
It's always different. I can't tell you that we approach every song the same, because it's always different. We have different ways. Sometimes I'll sit down, I'll listen to a beat, and I'll write. Sometimes we'll listen to a beat and we'll just record ourselves freestyling bullshit like melodies and just bullshit rhymes. And then we'll go out, listen to it, and catch the cool flows, and we'll fill them in with words. All right, yo, this flow was dope. Let's take that flow and let's make it make sense.
Sometimes you punch them in. Like
So y'all be punching in in the studio track time.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes
we mix it up, bro. To be honest,
Sometimes we're in there and we're not writing. We're just fuck it. All right, let me think. All right, let me try this. Da 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 da. Yo, that sounds dope. All right, now let's do the next line.
How much time do y'all spend in the studio in a week? You'd say, like regular, y'all
we're
in there every
studio
week.
every day.
I'm obsessed
mostly every
with
day.
the fucking studio.
Every
The
day.
studio.
I mean, it's his house.
It's his house.
Oh, but that's what I was gonna ask. Okay, I forgot about that fact because for me, as a person who doesn't do production, who doesn't do any of the recording, who doesn't do nothing, I just started hearing beats, writing rhymes, like writing bars, and then it's like, okay, I gotta find people who do all the other shit. Because not only do I think it'll be dope to learn all that stuff. But it's not like back in high school where I had all the time in the world. I got the kids at home. I got my barber.
Yeah.
I got this. I got the podcast. I don't have time for that. So it's like, all right.
You got a podcast.
Because you have to, if you're doing music, and I tell this to anybody, anything, even a podcast, anything, if you're doing anything that you want to build it all the way up, you have to focus all your energy on that,
bro. It's time.
If you have a plan B, your plan A is never gonna work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I had an old boss,
Exactly.
just like what you're talking about. He used to say, "Burn the boats," and you know what that meant? He said, "If you were embarking on an island to succeed on that island, the only way you make sure you're gonna succeed is by burning your boats and making sure there was no way you were gonna leave that island."
Yeah, because it puts
You know what I'm
brings
saying?
that instinct out. You know what I mean?
So he would say, "Burn the boats." I got his watch on right now, bro. This watch right here.
Look at
I
that.
won that. What's up?
That's
I don't
it.
do that.
How'd you
career
win
thing
it?
No more. It was like a salesman thing. Like I was doing life, health, and annuities insurance.
What'd you have to do for that watch, bro?
I had to sell a certain amount of policies over a week to do it,
And you did it.
but I did it, and I got the watch.
Yeah,
You made it happen.
He kept calling me every day. Yo, sign up for this policy. I'm like, no, man, stop calling me. Stop calling me.
I gotta switch your mom's Medicaid, by the way.
Yo, so earlier though, we were talking about certain type of like supernatural experiences
Right.
that so what do y'all think about like ghosts and shit? Do you think ghosts are real? Do you
Shit, man. I've seen. You know what I've seen? I've seen shadow people,
Spooky.
and I feel like I've seen a demon
Whoa.
one
Yeah.
time. That shit is deep.
What makes
That's
you
what I
feel
was
like
telling
you've
you
seen
that
that?
day? I saw that shit. Huh?
What makes you feel like you've seen a demon?
I saw it. I don't even feel like I said I saw
You
that
know it.
shit. I was sober as fuck.
Oh, you were sober and everything.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we were smoking weed.
Yeah,
That's
but we
sober
don't.
these
We
days.
we don't make it. Yeah.
Have you guys
We don't
ever
make
heard
you
of
hallucinate.
astral projection?
What is that?
It's like out of body experience.
That means no.
I have, yeah, I've heard of that. I feel like I have like I'm sensitive to that shit,
Yeah.
So,
like to energies and to like
you feel mine? You feel mine right now?
I feel energy and I don't know how I feel about it right now. Listen,
So you guys don't really know anybody that has had an out of body experience, or have you?
I've
what do you mean by like?
Yeah.
So it's the idea behind astral projection is like your energy body leaves your body.
you see yourself.
They say that's what happens when you dream. That your
Ah.
body is leaving, boom, and
That's a theory. Yeah.
But I'm saying like you're conscious of it though. Like you're
I've
leaving it and you're seeing.
You could see
everything.
yourself.
like
Exactly.
lucid dreaming almost.
I've never done that.
Lu-
so
okay.
I've done it.
Lucid
Yeah.
dreaming is
I trained
the,
myself to
is
do
the
that
middle ground of what you're both talking about.
it?
When you say lucid dreaming, he's talking about the awareness that it's happening while it's happening.
Yeah, I know I'm in the fucking dream, and I
But
like,
you're
I could
but-
do what the
don't
fuck.
know.
no,
No,
wait. But you're
That's what
talking
he's
about while
talking
you're
about.
sleeping. You're talking about you
Awake.
still awake.
You talking
Yeah.
about awake?
Yeah.
That's the
like,
difference, though.
Like
That's what
I
I'm
could
saying.
lay down in my bed and I'd be able to leave my body, my
Shit, I wish I
energy
could do
body.
You could do that.
So no, I can't do that.
Oh, I was about to be like,
I mean,
"What, bro? Show me how to do that.
But he's
shit."
saying
But-
there are people who can,
But-
yeah.
or claim they can.
So do you believe in that?
Go ahead.
Well, you know, I
Hit him
don't.
with
I don't believe.
Hold on.
anything. However,
hold on.
however, let
Why
me tell
don't you believe in it?
Explain yourself.
I don't believe in anything because a belief is a conclusion about something that you don't know about. Because if you knew it, then you would say, I know it. And a belief, that's why I say I think it's a possibility because I've heard stories and
Like
done
aliens.
research and things like that, like aliens.
Wait, hold on.
I
We
think
talking
that
about
it's a
aliens?
possibility. So like, damn, because there's like this, there's this guy called Robert Monroe. He started, you guys can look him up. He started the Monroe Institute, and it's pretty much this guy who used to work as an NBC broadcaster, and he started having these out of body experiences, and he started journaling them, and in his journal he started publishing it. I mean, he ended up telling somebody about it, and they thought it was interesting, his journal, and brought it to somebody, and they wanted to make it into a book, and so pretty much he ended up starting an institute that teaches about this. It's education about consciousness. So literally they teach you how to have out of body experiences.
How to astral project? They
Yeah,
teach you.
They teach you how to do that. Yes. And there's actually the CIA actually did something. They changed the name to like remote viewing. There's this project, I believe it's called like Stargate Project, that they actually did astral projection. Well, they call it remote viewing spies. So literally you can remote view and spy
On people.
for military tactics on other countries and things like that.
That is bananas, bro.
I believe that shit, bro. I believe that the government.
Believe? I don't believe it.
Oh, it's a possibility.
Is it-
I think
a
that's
possibility.
I think that's a possibility.
Yeah.
And I feel like the government, man, they're way ahead of than what we think, and they just
Oh,
release
hell
shit
yeah. Yeah,
little by little,
Bro, you know, I'm sure from your military experience, the stuff that you've seen and heard and done, which even what you're saying you've done, that even sounds crazy
Yo,
to
he
me.
What?
saw a UFO in the back of his house the other day.
Hey, you can't put him on
No,
the
no,
spot.
no,
He didn't let
I don't
it
know
out.
if it was a UFO.
Tell the truth.
I don't know if it was a UFO, but I did see some weird shit on the back
Yeah.
of my house the other
I'm
day.
going to be honest. I've been paying attention to the stars lately. I've been looking at the sky a lot lately, and I've been seeing some things.
Yeah, I do that too,
You
bro.
remember
I-
yesterday? Oh, that was a reflection, right? The light. We
Oh
recorded.
yeah. Yesterday we recorded the moon and we were like, "What the fuck is that?"
The fuck is that? It was a
The
fucking reflection of a
moon.
light.
Don't talk to us about the moon, son. We spent hours looking at the moon.
What you know about the dark side of the moon?
Bro, we don't know
Who's up
shit
there?
about the dark side.
Reptilians.
Listen, there's so much stuff that we've talked about, and I know you heard that Manny episode where we were talking about aliens and all that.
Yes.
But hold up.
Yes.
I know that he said that he had experienced seeing demons or whatever. What have you experienced? Like
haven't-
anything supernatural? Have you?
Yeah, bro. Actually, I actually had a house and
Haunted.
a house though. It's a very
house of
likely
Isaac.
possibility. No, I'm gonna say I believe.
I believe.
No, listen, it's a
It was-
possibility.
Nah,
bro.
fuck that. I believe it was haunted, bro.
You're
I know
jumping
that
to
bitch was
conclusions.
haunted.
He's jumping to conclusions.
And that shit, we had a lot of weird experiences, bro. And I didn't like believe in that shit when I was, but what tripped me out was one day I woke up like at 3 a.m. and I hear my mom and my grandma having a conversation, right? And they're like, before that, my sister, so it all started with my
Yo,
sister.
his sister used to see crazy
Shit.
Ghost.
We would think she's
little-
tripping, right? And then one day, that night, this all happened the same night. That day, I'm looking. So the way my bed, my room was set up, my bed was like this, right? I had a TV.
Your bed sat you up like that?
No, come on, grow up. My bed was right here. I was looking at the TV, kind of like that. You see how there's a TV over there?
Yeah.
You could see the reflection.
The door is
My
back
door was
here.
here with the lights on.
Okay.
So you could see the reflection easily of if somebody walks through or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm just there. I wake up. I'm like, I just woke up, and I see two fucking like real skinny, tall like shadows walking to my sister's room. I had just woken up, so I'm like, I'm very like, I try not to believe in that shit. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, I'm tripping. Like, I just woke up. Maybe I'm still sleeping and I'm dreaming this shit, you know, whatever. I go back to sleep. I would say like an hour later, I hear my mom and my grandma talking, and they're fucking talking about the same shit that I just saw. They don't know I'm listening. You know what I mean? I'm just overhearing this conversation that they're having, and they're talking about the same shit that I just saw.
Yeah.
And then my sister wakes up in the morning without nobody telling her, and she tells me, "Yo, this is what I saw this last night. Everything matched up." Then she says, "Oh, and it looked like they were trying to get into the window, bro." I go to the window, right? And it looked, you know, the screens of the window, not the window. The window wasn't open,
screen.
but the screen of the window was bent, like if somebody was trying to get into the room. And that was just one of the, bro. There was
a doll that they would put in the room, and they would go, and the doll would appear in a different spot.
But you said,
No way.
you said you tried.
Bro, I
not to
swear
look-
on everything I love. One time, it was me and my sister, and we were. What was I doing? I was making mac and cheese or something for her.
Hell yeah.
Right? some easy mac or some shit. I don't remember. But and she would tell me about this doll, and I would never believe her. So she takes the doll. She's like, "Look, if you don't believe me, watch." She takes the doll. She puts it in the room in a certain spot. We go to eat together. You know, we're eating our little easy mac and shit. Boom, boom. We leave. When we come back, she hasn't left. She didn't go to the bathroom. And we're the only ones in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we come back, dude, the fucking doll moved. The doll fucking moved.
You mean it wasn't in
Like
the
it
same
It
wasn't
wasn't
spot?
in the same spot. I didn't see the fucking doll move.
Yeah, but it
It
was.
was in a different spot.
It was, and my sister didn't leave my sight. Like, didn't leave my sight.
it was cameras.
I said
That's
sight.
crazy.
It
So
was-
when you say you try not to believe in this stuff, are you referring to
At that
demonic
moment.
stuff? Or are you referring to alien
No.
stuff?
I'm saying at that time,
What's the difference?
I believe in all that shit.
I
I believe
believe-
aliens are real, and
But what-
I think
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
energies out there that we are blocked from, that we can't
Right.
see or
Yeah,
feel.
yeah.
But do you
Right,
feel
right.
like you can have that uncovered to you?
Yes.
yeah.
I do, and I feel like there's people that are born with it more uncovered than
Yeah.
others. That's why they're able to have certain experiences.
Yeah, they're
And
more
feel certain-
susceptible.
like the ones that Andy is looking for.
Yeah, he ain't ready for that shit.
I don't know.
He's bugging.
His little frog dick shirt.
No, but I feel like it's frog dick shit.
808 Anakin, son. Nah, but that's what I'm trying to find out is kind of like where you fall on that. Do you kind of feel like all alien activity could potentially be
Paranormal?
demonic or well, it's all paranormal, but like, is it necessarily demonic? Is it angelic? Is it neutral? Is it just?
I feel like you could, when it's happening, I've had a couple of things happen. You feel it. I've seen things that I feel like, oh shit,
I'm about to get deep.
this is spooky. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you feel it. I've also seen things, and my hairs are fucking standing up. I've also seen things where I feel super at peace.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where it's almost like tranquil, like and it's very weird. And
Has this happened under the influence of
Drugs?
psychedelics?
No.
This is all
It's all sober
un-
experience.
All
psychedelic.
sober, but I did have an experience one time when we took shrooms. It was me, Doble, 808 Anakin was there. We're doing our thing, and when I close my eyes and I'm just enjoying the trip, you know what I'm saying? You see cool shit, whatever, and then out of nowhere, he was right next. He kind of saw the whole thing. Out of nowhere, like imagine a TV screen, right? And have you ever seen that video on YouTube that it's a car driving, like
And then-
through the green road, and I know where that
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it.
no.
He doesn't watch anything.
Okay, well, it was literally like
Watch
that.
anime.
It was literally like that, and to the point where like I jumped, like I opened my eyes and I flinched and everything, bro. You know what I mean? And I saw some creepy shit. But that day, that same trip, I realized that
Can't be touched.
you can't be touched. Like I
If
started
you- if
seeing
you-
these demons, and
there's
I would
certain things-
smile at them.
Yeah,
They wouldn't phase me.
that can't touch you if you're right. If your energy's
Bro,
right.
that
Yeah.
is one of the deep, bro. I don't know if this is going to go too far, but this is a human beings podcast. There's no too far, right?
Human being.
Right.
So listen, bro, that is one of the deepest things I learned in this. I talked about briefly, I think another episode where last year in about June time about last year, I went through what I consider like a semi midlife crisis, right? Because I think it was, when we were talking about Manny, because I felt like all the shit I was discovering and the pieces I was putting together were going so deep, but also because it was so deep and so rooted in what I would consider like the unity, right? God, the ultimate. it started to get scary too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're like, holy shit, bro. And that's when you have to realize what side of the spectrum you're on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're putting the energy in the right parts of that spectrum that, you know, like you said, you know, for some people who would relate to it in religious terms, like,
Yeah,
you
I
walk
pray
in,
a lot, bro.
if you walk in the light of God or you walk in the light of that, you know, you're good. Right?
I would say what you were talking about as far as the full spectrum of which spectrum too is like, I don't really necessarily use the word demons. I'm not really religious, but I look at demons as negative beings that exist.
Yeah.
And those negative beings exist on a lower frequency of life. So when you're on a higher frequency of life, they cannot affect you the same way that, you know, let's say Christians and stuff, you know, Jesus, with Jesus using that name has a mantra behind it, an energy behind it, where like there's stories of people that have had these negative experiences, and because of the energy behind the word, even if you don't believe in Jesus or whatever, Christianity, it's the energy behind that saves them because they go into a higher frequency of life where they can't operate. So like there's little things that you could do to make your frequency on a plane that those things don't affect you. But then there's obviously like other people that are like, I guess, witches or seers or things like that that can tap into it.
Yeah,
and they have a higher sensitivity to it. Where like I've never experienced anything supernatural.
Really?
The closest thing that I have was shrooms. Like I felt the
Bro,
breath,
it doesn't get any more supernatural than shrooms, bro.
Amateurs.
Have you had any supernatural experiences?
Nothing as dramatic as my mushroom experiences, but what I was going to mention on the demons point was something I've you know, I was aware of but didn't realize as strongly until recently. But a lot of these demons, quote unquote, that we face aren't just like what you mentioned, where you saw like not necessarily a physical presence, but so many of the demons that we encounter on a regular basis are behavioral demons.
Yeah,
and just
what do you mean by that? I don't mean to cut you off. What do you mean by behavioral demons?
I'm glad you asked. That's what I mean. It's like, you know,
that's not what you mean.
No, but that is what I mean. To get on that point, like, what is it other than a physical entity, a negative demon, evil person or being that's around me that wants to consume me? But no, it can be a very toxic, habitual thought pattern and process that you may have in your brain or in your mind or in your, you know, a natural personality trait that may come from your lineage, DNA, your parents, your family, and that thing may just be one of those, what they call generational curses that happen to people, you know, and that could be a version of a demon that you may be set to face in life, where, you know, there are other demons there, but for you, for your life, for this DNA pattern that you've established physically, this is one of the main demons you have to face. And it doesn't have a physical personification of a demon, but you have to realize that is a demon
it's
that
like
you're
inner
facing.
Demon. It's your inner demon.
Exactly. Yeah,
sure.
Those, you know, and once you really personify it as that, it makes it a different approach to how you look at it. Cause it's not just like, oh, I have this reoccurring thought pattern, or I've had this idea before, whatever, you know, it's like, no, you need to classify that and identify that as the demon that it is, because that's the impact it's going to have on your life.
Be self-aware, bro.
Exactly.
Be self-aware. I feel like if we master this shit up here, we get through life. Life gets so much easier, bro.
For sure, bro.
Because
one of the things, speaking on like the higher frequency stuff, that's one of the reasons why I talk about, even though, you know, we just had lunch and I did not eat fruits, but
he said, I'm gonna just have a salad today, bro.
Yeah, I was just telling him I was supposed to have a salad.
Extra wings, ultra fish.
No,
give me all the meat you got.
Let me get some of those nachos, actually,
too. But the reason why, regardless of if I do it, I'm battling my own, you know, inner demons and trying to actually follow that, which I learned is taking fruits and herbs and stuff is what raises your frequency of life. And, you know, talking about, like, let's say someone like Dr. Sebi, or the person that I learned all my stuff from, Dr. Robert Morse, he talks about your frequency of life goes higher because you're eating higher vibrational foods. So fruit is the highest vibrational food you can eat. So when you consume that fruit. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you consume fruits, it raises your frequency of life, and in turn heals all these negative lower levels of things, which is like your organ functions, your ability to function in general, your mental energy, your emotional
Yeah.
energy,
Food
and your
affects all that
energy.
shit.
It's crazy.
Your energy body.
It's crazy you say that because I was in the medical field a little bit too.
Mhm.
When I worked there, they always used to say like the happy patients are the ones that make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you said that, and it kind of brought me back to that. Like maybe that it's the frequency thing. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
it's pretty
They're
crazy.
they're mentally creating a certain energy. That's like a mental part of it,
Right.
And like the fruits will be like a physical part
yeah.
of you raising that. But like in turn, when you do one thing, they're all connected. Like the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the energy body, which in religion or in Christianity would be the mind, body, and the spirit. It's the same thing. So those things, eating properly and also mentally thinking properly, they go hand in hand as far as your health. So when you're eating fruits and stuff, your thoughts, which I've experienced it myself, those thoughts become more clear, because thoughts are just a wave pattern in your mind, and it's just what wave pattern do you give attention to?
Yeah.
So
that's what it is.
Yeah, and like when you're eating those fruits, it creates a clearer mind where you're more in control, so you can create a better energy for you.
I just want
bro.
to piggyback off that because it's a good time to bring up this visualization. One of the biggest spiritual helps that I've had, and it was one of the first things I ever read on this, quote unquote journey or path, and that is that we are the wall behind the waterfall, right? And what that means is, I kind of wish we had a waterfall visual here, but imagine a waterfall.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Right. Oh, it is. Technically,
Yeah,
It
okay.
is.
Well, it's bad for this
beautiful.
version. So imagine, okay, the water that's flowing, the water that's falling from this waterfall are your thoughts and your emotions, everything that goes through your head, right? But you, as a being, as a life force, soul, whatever you may call it, you are the wall behind the waterfall, right? You're watching. If you actually sit and,
Yeah, you're
and
watching
think
the
about
waterfall.
it, you're watching all the thoughts that you have and all the ideas and every emotion that flows through your mind that you feel is you. That's really just what's popping up based on whatever was put in there in the first place, right? But you are the wall behind the waterfall. You're watching all this waterfall in front of you, all these thoughts and ideas, and you get to decide which ones to act on. This is who I am. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to be. But really, there's tons of different versions in there.
Right. I always choose the wrong one.
Exactly, right? But that's the thing is knowing that you are just the wall behind it. You get to decide what person you are. That that's why things like personality and things like that come into play, because that's just how we interact with each other. But how we truly are, who we truly decide to be, is whatever thoughts and ideas that come up that we choose to be a part of. You just have to know that every emotion or thought that pops up into your head first isn't the one that you have to be.
Isn't necessarily who you are.
Yeah, like you don't have to just respond to the first instantaneous instinct that pops up. Right? It's just like, no, okay, well, that's what I wanted to do immediately, but now that I thought about it for a second, let me chill out. You know what I mean?
That's pretty much being actually conscious and responsive, like consciously responsive to life in general. Like you're consciously responding to whatever happens around you, as opposed to unconsciously reacting to whatever happens. And the one thing about this connects back to, why I talk about fruits all the time, is that it, as a product of raising that frequency on fruits, it raises your consciousness to be able to respond and be conscious. So in turn of raising your frequency, and your whole life in general just raises as a consequence of you putting in the best fuel, which I think that we're
gas.
designed to eat.
Yeah, it's like we're putting bullshit in our body.
Yeah.
We're gonna feel like shit.
What I want to do is try and prove that you can be an extreme athlete under just only eating fruits, which there is already some that you might not hear about that run marathons and stuff like this on just fruit.
We're still waiting for Chris to show us the proof in the pudding, man.
Yeah, I got a lot here.
I've been following suit though. I need to chill out before I can't talk shit no more.
Yeah, man. It's a struggle.
No, but I feel like that's real, bro. I feel like we create the universe we live in, everybody.
Have you guys ever watched I don't know how popular it is, but it's a show on Amazon Prime. It's called The Man in the High Castle. Have you ever watched that show?
No.
I know I put you on it, but you never finished it.
Nah, I never finished it.
Oh my God. Listen, y'all do you watch series or shows? You guys got time for this or no? Okay. If you do have time for it, it's on Amazon Prime. It's called The Man in the High Castle.
Nah, forget that. Watch Gaia.com. Cosmic
That
Disclosure.
shit keep popping up in my ads.
That's how you know you're Googling the right shit.
That shit keep popping up in my ads. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy? And they show you a picture of some weird ass fucking alien. I'm like, oh shit.
But the reason I asked, you should do both. I would
Yeah, you
say
should
watch
do both.
Man in the High Castle first
Gaia
because
first.
it's shorter. Gaia is going to take you more time, so commit to that after.
But what do you watch, Gaia? What do you watch? 'Cause I
Online.
don't-
It's
on
like a
Gaia.com.
Netflix.
It's a
but-
website?
Yeah,
Okay, you gotta
Gaia.com.
subscribe to that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Is
okay.
it a monthly fee though?
You
Yeah.
fucking have to monthly fee.
Hey, cancel
everything
your Netflix and then
You ain't
just
watching it.
transfer.
Yeah, I ain't watching Netflix.
But
anyway.
the reason I ask is because of, without getting into the nitty gritty of the show, that's what it comes down to. It comes down to knowing there are endless possibilities for the way this life we're in can go. It's just a matter of what decisions we choose to act on to
Right.
create the vision that we have on the future version. Because if you think about all these parallel universes, these crazy ideas people have about alternate universes, all of the options that can happen essentially could be happening right now. But the version that we experience is the one that we choose to act on, whether it's conscious or unconscious. So it's just a matter of trying to elevate ourselves every time to try to make sure we're making the conscious decision.
Try to be a
You
better
know, nobody's
person.
perfect.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about how, just music in general, the influence that it does on people.
Energy.
Right? So, yeah, the energy.
It's crazy.
Because
It's crazy.
Emotions.
Like, I personally, I don't listen to music much, to be honest, now anymore. For the last, 7 years, I don't really music. I listen to, reggaeton and stuff because I just like that reggae. It's a good vibe for me.
So
It's
when
like a
you're
party
in the
vibe.
car, what do? You listen to podcasts?
Nothing. He listens
No,
to
sometimes I listen to anime intros. Sometimes I listen to just Indian flute music
Okay.
and stuff, or like epic adventure music or something like that. And but the reason what I was trying to get into was like the Indian flute. Like I listen to that, and it kind of puts you into a state. So like some of these Indian artists, right? They produce music with the understanding of how the system of the body works.
There's frequencies that'll calm you down.
Exactly.
So they play music in certain frequencies, and,
Uh-huh.
and
You
it
remember-
makes you-
And they know about those frequencies and they produce their music based off of that. I don't know if you've ever heard of the go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I actually, because it brought me to this. Do you guys watch Drink Champs? The podcast?
I've
Drink
watched
Champs?
them several times.
Okay.
Not every episode, but I've seen a few of them.
Okay, so Kanye, I'm pretty sure it was Drink
Oh,
Champs.
he's talked about that.
He's talked about it, and he talked about the 808. So you know what
Exactly.
you know what an 808
Exactly.
is, right? 808 is like a very low frequency. It's like almost, I guess you would call it like a bass.
Yeah.
Right?
Deep bass. Yeah.
So, and he was saying how bad music. He was saying like back in the day, music was more uplifting. The 808 started like recently. In music,
more recent. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, or whatever, right? So he was saying that playing all these 808s all the time is really like messing up people.
So 808 is just
negative
like low
people's
bass. type?
super low frequency.
Low
It's almost
frequency.
distorted.
Listen,
That brings more
about that.
negative.
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
negative renaissance,
Vibes and energy.
and that the point you bring up is exactly what I was going to touch on too, but from a different person. Same thing though,
Really?
because for many people who may have not followed, I didn't follow him too closely, but enough. XXX Tentacion, you guys
Right.
know who
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is.
He was from
Beast.
Florida.
Listen, yeah. So I was living down in South Florida where he's from at the same time that he was before he passed.
Was it Deerfield? He's from, right? Some shit
Pretty
like
much
that.
right there, like Coral.
yeah? He's
I don't
from
know
Deerfield?
exactly. Coral Gable or Coral Springs or right by my old house, bro. Because me and my wife, we would go to the beach and we would see him there with his boys, like riding jet skis or
Wait,
whatever.
what?
Mhm.
Yeah, right in Deerfield Beach, right there.
Mm.
But anyway, the reason I bring that up is because he mentioned, and he had his own antics, right? But he mentioned all the time before he passed away that the frequencies that you play the music back at, and the standard frequency that's on most hip hop, urban music and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
now
It's low.
is a negative energy frequency, and that once they establish that, that's when they standardized it to
Yeah.
be most music needs to be at this frequency to maintain a low level of reverberance within the people. So, and then, you know, not too long after, these are conspiracies, but the guy dies. You know what I'm saying? And he talks about this in his music. And even though he had outlandish ethics in the way he went about things, if you really listen to the message and the music and the shit that he spent,
he was pretty woke.
he
was an intriguing guy, man. He had, and people, I like people like that just, they're different, you know, but they are who they are. Like they let it be known.
They're not afraid,
You
bro.
gotta be
Right.
a little bit, man. I feel like
You gotta be a little
You gotta be crazy.
bro.
you gotta be a little
bold.
crazy to be able
Bro.
to think outside the box.
Because
you know what I mean?
when it comes to fighting,
Dude, it's
a
only the
system,
people that were dubbed crazy that did great things within this world.
Yeah.
Exactly.
bro. And when you look at what it takes, like, look, even the stuff that we're talking about now, when you look at what it takes with these guys, the Nelk Boys that did an interview with Donald Trump recently. I don't know if you heard about that, but all this stuff, and it's like to go against a gigantic system over the whole country and know that they don't want this out and know that you're going to put it out anyway, no matter what it takes, you're going to stand for what you know is right. That takes so much balls, bro, to know that you're going to take on whatever it comes your way to the point of death, right? Because I'm not trying to
doing
say
it.
that's the goal, bro, but like, I'm not trying to say that there wasn't other things that could possibly have gone towards that man's death. We're talking about XXX, right? But the fact that it all happened at the time where all this stuff is going on, you can't help but wonder.
So talking about, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna change. I was gonna be something similar, but like, have you guys ever heard of the divine sound of
Yeah, exactly.
AUM?
Oh,
Is it like the
Yes.
yeah.
So AUM. That is the only sound that you can utter without using your tongue. Everything else is a derivative of those three sounds. So the same reason why red, green, and blue on your TV does all the different colors on it is the same reason why this does all the other sounds. So like, it's called the divine sound, which if you were to actually close your eyes and pay attention, and when you go the ah stays in the pit of your stomach, the ooh is in the chest, and the is in your throat. So it's bringing your energy up when you're doing this, and it raises your frequency.
Oh, that's dope.
And this is like, you would do this pretty much through yoga and certain
Like
practices.
meditating.
Exactly. Certain practices to bring your frequency up. And then going back to like those Indian people that have those flute music type of thing, they had taken this into account to try and raise frequency.
Do you meditate?
I have not been for a while, which I have.
I've been wanting, like, there was a period that I was able to do it, you know, consistent for like, it wasn't that long, like 2 weeks.
Do you meditate with music or do you meditate without music?
Well, the times that I've meditated before, now I've been trying to learn like shower meditation. It's like
I've done those. That's
trying to kill
like
two birds.
13.
Yeah.
He's talking about something else.
Hey, shower meditation.
He does.
Yeah, that's when I
He
started
shot
taking
his
2-hour showers.
No, but
He
that look
meditates
into
like
that though. That's
crazy.
dope. Look into that because it's a way. It's kind of like you use the water, and it's interesting.
Mm.
But the way I did it before, where I felt like so good, bro. After 2 weeks of doing this shit, I felt like so good. I just got lazy and I stopped doing it. But I would put a timer and I would only do it for like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, boom. I would sit down and I would just focus on my breathing and trying to have no thoughts in my head. So every time I would think of something, I would boom myself back to think about nothing, just focus on my breathing. And I would do that for 5 minutes. After you open your eyes, after that shit rings, ding, ding, you open your eyes, you feel
relaxed.
so relaxed.
Your
so
mind,
refreshed.
because you know what it's doing is it's giving your mind a rest.
Mm-hmm.
Because even when you're sleeping, you're not even resting.
We're always like
you're
this.
dreaming.
That shit is low key hard though. Like I've
It's
tried
it's
to
hard.
meditate,
Yeah.
and what happens with me at least, like I'll have that moment, you know what I mean? But then like instantly,
But that's the
a
thing,
thought
though.
will come, and you're constantly playing.
But
like,
the thing
hold
is,
on, that's
when
what
you're-
it is.
When you're trying to not think of a thought, though,
You think
that's
of-
the most you think.
You think
so.
so,
It's
yeah.
kind of like, rather than thinking, don't think it. It's more like,
Experience
just let it flow.
So I
through.
would
have to
say,
let
I
it
would
flow.
say, listen,
Yeah,
the waterfall.
yeah.
The waterfall is the perfect way to put it, because in that moment you have to watch the waterfall.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
you can't
You just
grab
let it keep
on to
going.
any of these thoughts that come down. don't try to stop them from coming. You can't stop them.
Yes.
You just need to watch them.
And
Watch
get away-
the thoughts that
right.
happen
But-
and let them ride,
But the
bro.
thing is,
But okay,
come back,
so
bring
do
it
you
back.
feel? Do you feel? Because I felt that, because that's what I feel. I don't get overwhelmed by my thought, but it's still there, and I still see it. Like when I hear you guys talk about meditation, it almost seems like you guys are in complete
Like emptiness.
Zen.
That was-
yeah, it's
No,
not
no,
empty.
but
You
it's
just
not.
you're not attaching yourself to anything.
to it. Got you.
You
Okay,
have to
I see what
come
you're
back.
saying.
You're never gonna be completely. The whole time that I'm like that, you're gonna have a thought. It's boom. Your thought gonna pop up. The point is bring yourself back. every
Letting it
time.
go. Letting it go.
Let it go. Boom. Bring yourself back to the breathing. You're gonna have a thought again.
Yeah.
But when you realize, oh shit, I'm thinking about something again. All right,
You got to be
Go
able
back.
to let it go.
you let it go.
Because what there's somebody that me and him pay attention to a lot. His name's Sadhguru. You guys ever heard of Sadhguru?
yeah, I follow him. He got the white beard, the big
Yeah.
white
Oh,
beard.
yeah, I know that.
That's
He
my
has the
guru,
perfect
man.
image,
I
bro.
met him in person too.
Yeah.
Go.
But he
Yeah.
has
He
a lot
seen-
of. No, go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, he seems not like he knows a lot, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
One of the things he talks about in terms of this is your goal in meditation is just to separate yourself, your awareness from your mind and body, right? Because your mind is just a part of your body. We think about it, mind, body, spirit, like if it's different, but the mind the brain is just a collection of the things that your body has taken on over the
Accumulated.
years, accumulated, right? So, you have to be able to let that happen and just not identify yourself with it. So like a common example he always brings up, which I think is great, is if you're in traffic, right? You're in massive, like 3-hour traffic. Think of I-4 Orlando for, the worst rush hour
Miami traffic.
Miami,
Nuts.
even worse.
Oh.
So imagine
Nuts.
you're being in that, right? And you're just thinking the whole time, like, this is stupid. This dumb shit. Can't believe I'm in it. We should have left earlier. Should have left later.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Right.
but go ahead.
Oh, I am. But listen, then, right, and you're in this traffic jam, nobody's moving. But then you imagine yourself in a hot air balloon, a mile, 2 miles up in the sky looking down. That same traffic jam looks pretty peaceful from up there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You're not in
you're not
it.
hearing that.
Yeah, you're not in it. You're not identifying with being stuck. You're just watching it happen.
Chilling,
You're
vibing.
just
yeah.
From a
letting it go.
distance, it looks nice, and
But
that's why you have to separate your thoughts.
but it's the
from
same thing.
Exactly, because once you separate your thoughts and whatever is happening, this is the traffic jam that you're interacting with every day.
It's traffic.
And once you realize, like, oh wait,
Cars are the
I'm
thoughts.
not identified with this traffic. I'm just dealing with it. Like it doesn't matter. It's easier said than done, but that's the practice.
No, but
of
that's
it.
I get that. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. That makes sense to me. So.
Do you feel like that? Like, is there any part of that maybe you didn't visualize before, or is that pretty much what you
No,
thought?
I feel like that's kind of what I do. Maybe I was thinking it'd be more like a man.
Orgasmic?
No, like. Okay, have you ever heard of this? Have you ever heard of this chamber?
This
that they
guy's
have?
shower meditations.
Have you ever heard of this chamber?
Orgasmic.
Orgasmic. You guys ever heard of this? Like, I think it's like man, I'm gonna fuck this up. Like
It's all good.
like a sensory chamber.
Sensory
Yeah,
deprivation tank.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been wanting to try. Have y'all done that?
No,
Bro, I'd be
but that's
claustrophobic.
Nah.
I'll be like, let me out of here.
no. But there's one that's like in. Man, I might be super ignorant talking about this shit, but there's one that I think is like in water or some shit like that.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be in water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're.
Like very shallow water.
They say that you don't feel that you're kind of like a blank.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I would think meditation would. That's what I'm
well,
looking for.
I would say I can't speak from experience, but I would say when you get to higher levels of being able to be in a meditative
you'll get
state,
to that point.
This is why it is, because when you're in that state, right? If you try to do it now, not in that tank, your 5 senses, which really is 6 senses if you include your thoughts,
Right.
your senses are taking in information even if you're trying not to. You can still feel the cool air on your skin.
Yeah.
You can still hear the sound, right? But when you go into that tank, you're not taking in those senses. You're just in there. The water is the same temperature as your inner temperature.
It stabilizes
The
you a
air is
little
still
bit.
the temperature. So you're you're neutralizing your senses.
and the water allows you to not really feel the weight of your body.
Exactly. So,
So you don't got that
all your
tension.
senses are neutralized. Now you're in full non-corrupted
Because
meditative
what
state,
you're
basically.
what you're technically trying to experience in theory is something that's beyond the senses.
Right.
Right.
Imagine
So-
doing shrooms in a fucking
And then
tank.
doing that.
Bro, people do that. People
Crazy.
do that shit. I would like to, but I'm not ready. Right
Y'all should
now.
do it for the
Yeah.
podcast, bro.
Should
Y'all
be
should do a
crazy.
little
Bro,
vlog. That'd be
If
dope.
y'all are down to record with us,
For
bro,
that?
we can make
Okay.
that work, bro.
Yeah,
If y'all are
I'm with
down to
it.
record that with us.
I'm down,
Hey,
bro.
man.
I think they have some in Tampa, and probably now in Orlando.
They-
I haven't checked in Orlando.
What you talking about the tank things?
deprivation tank? I
Yeah,
know
they have some in
Tampa.
Orlando
Sensory
for sure.
deprivation tank, right?
Yeah, sensory
Sensory
deprivation.
deprivation.
They have some in Orlando for sure. The only creepy thing that you might feel weird about is dark. It's like pitch black, right?
Oh, it's pitch black.
But if you close
Hey,
your
hold up.
eyes,
Have
if you
you-
close your eyes, it's dark.
On
is what it-
shrooms, have you
yes.
stared into the darkness?
You
On
close,
shrooms?
you
You
close
see
your
shit.
eyes, you gonna see crazy shit.
What do you mean, like with your
Like-
eyes closed?
I mean, like just been in complete darkness.
Yes.
On shrooms.
Yeah.
You guys
With
have
your
both
eyes
done-
open. Though.
That's scary.
You both done 5
Bro,
grams.
me
of
and him
shrooms.
were in the
Right.
garage.
Oh my gosh.
And yo, it was hilarious. Because this was one of like our second time ever doing it. This was years ago, and we're in the backyard,
Maybe third
and
or
he's
fourth.
like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get some chairs in the garage." This motherfucker took like 30 minutes. And I'm like,
He
"Yo,
stayed in
what
there?
are
I
you
got
doing?"
lost.
And then he comes back.
You got lost?
He's like, "Bro, you gotta come over to the garage." And I'm like, "What the hell's in the garage?" And he's like, "Bro, just trust me, go." And then I go in there, bro.
As soon as I close the door,
As soon as he closed the door, we're just staring into the darkness, our eyes open. It's
Pitch
kind of like
black.
having your eyes closed, but it's a little different.
no, but
different.
it's literally, it's like having your eyes closed, but you're trying to open them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a perfect way to explain it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're like, yo, this is crazy. And it kind of we felt a tad bit of kind of a small ego death. And what was making us comfortable was the fact that I knew he was next to me. And we kind of were talking.
Aw.
That is
You
adorable.
guys. Bromance at its finest.
No. It's like,
Though I think it's
You
time
never
for us to
said
leave.
that
bro.
out loud.
but it was kind of like a semi-scary type of experience. Like it was taking you away
Yeah.
somewhere. But we kind of talked a little. We were talking kind of, and that was kind of like comforting.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
us talking. It was like, oh, shit, okay, I'm still in reality.
I
I'm
felt
still
good
in
with
reality.
you there with me too.
You're- I don't want to be
Slide
part of your
dog.
shower meditations.
Too late.
No, that's crazy, man. Our shroom trip was pretty. We did have like something where I was kind of seeing what he was seeing. Like,
yeah,
he
yeah,
was
right.
there was one point where he was describing shit, and I would describe some shit, and it'd be exactly
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Isn't that the
He
most
went to the
wild
same
shit?
dimension
It
I
was
went to.
nuts.
He went to the same realm.
It was nuts, and we were able. Like, I wasn't there. He told me, he's like, bro, sit down here with me. Mind you, I'm still tripping, but I want to run. I'm
Yeah.
breathing heavy. I'm.
I
you know
didn't
what I'm
move,
saying?
bro. I was. Just
He was
there,
stuck. So I kind of came into hit. I was like, all right, let's see what it is. So I kind of chilled, boom, and dude, it was the weirdest shit out of nowhere. I just started seeing, boom.
I
and-
felt like I seen the future, bro.
yeah, and it was crazy because it was.
Foresight.
You want to go into it? You want to
Go
go into
into
it?
it.
Go into
All
it,
right.
bro. We already
So-
here, pa.
It was.
Dale.
It was fucking. It looked like we were like on a stage,
An
right?
infinite stage.
An infinite stage.
All right, so, and it looked like, all right, it's infinite that way, right?
It had crazy
And you look
colors.
forward, and it was an infinite amount of people, right? But you couldn't see that there was people. It was like
Silhouettes.
It was silhouettes, like it was like a purplish, pinkish. I don't know how you.
It was almost like a
aura.
translucent color.
Everything
you know
was
what I mean?
like that
a-
color. It was like man, almost like some fucking weird.
like
This,
that.
but like transparent type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 It was very. I showed you a picture one time. I was like, "Yo, this is what I saw."
No, okay, I saw it.
You know what I mean?
I was there, bro.
And bro, that shit just looked crazy, bro.
Yeah, and I remember it was you like look out to it, and it was like never ending, bro.
Infinite.
And they were giving out
They were like
great
good
fucking
vibes.
energy, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it felt good.
They were cheering for you guys.
it felt like
nuts. It was
it felt like
nuts.
some crazy shit, bro. Like
and you didn't even see none of this. Like I would
Right.
literally see like it was like people just standing watching us. You know,
Almost like they were in a
weren't-
trance.
They weren't doing crazy shit, but like it felt crazy.
Yeah.
It felt
Do you ever think about
that probably sounds so dumb. We just I mean, no sense at all.
No, it doesn't. I'm just thinking as
Well,
you
not
guys
to
are-
us.
It's one of those things that it's hard to explain
No,
in words.
Yeah, exactly.
You
You know
can't
what I
put
mean?
it into words.
Yeah.
I can't describe it to you the way I'm seeing it right
It's
now.
something
Right.
beyond words. That's
Yeah,
all.
it's beyond, super beyond
You-
words.
Well, I was thinking about starting a painting podcast where you can paint out what you're trying to explain.
I feel like that's impossible, bro. I feel like it's impossible because it's something, man. That and the times that we took it like shrooms, it's something that you can't explain. You can't even put in words. It's almost an energy, a feeling.
Yeah.
You can't draw it. You can't. It's like you could hear sometimes you could hear people telling you something without them
telling.
talking,
Yeah.
or without
You just
using-
feel you're more. You know what I feel like it does, bro? Like it opens something that we have blocked,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you're so much more sensitive to everything.
Yeah.
Like you look at a fucking tree differently.
Everything is. Do you see the?
You know what I mean?
Shit,
You look at a tree differently, like if it's
Let me
breathing.
tell you, after my
Look, bro, I'm
first
getting goosebumps.
after
Look
my
at this
first shroom experience, I never looked at nature the same again.
No,
Like
that shit
you
is
look into
breathing.
trees,
Everything
the
is
bushes.
breathing.
It's just like this is beautiful.
It's a thing, and it's almost
Yeah,
like living.
it's alive. You could feel the
Mhm.
life in it for sure.
Nuts, bro.
But I was gonna talk more on that sound stuff. Do you think that you guys knowing now about like the sound and the lower frequencies that you would try and maybe incorporate that in your future music, maybe, and maybe not try and use the
808s.
I love 808s, bro.
He's like, I like that
are
dark
my
shit.
favorite. They just sound so dope.
And I feel like the thing with music too, man. It's so. I feel like I could. I feel like
Y'all are fucked up.
We're fucked up. No,
You know what it is? It's that topic. It's what we said earlier. Like, there's certain music for certain things, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I might be pissed off and having a bad fucking day, and I want to hear some shit about, you know.
we have happy
some
music
angry
too. Though.
shit,
We
you know?
got happy music.
I'm not convinced y'all ain't signing up with the Illuminati right now.
Oh man,
I might be the Illuminati.
Illuminati's interested, but we said no, man.
We already told him to go somewhere with that bullshit. You know
No,
what I'm
I've
saying?
heard some crazy stories about that shit for real. Like stories of people in positions like you're in now, where they're, you know, they're like, oh, they get called up to the house and they get shown all the crazy shit and like, you know, what y'all got going on? What do you want? Flashing everything they could imagine in front of them and like, you know, do what you got to do for me. Show me you want it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The movie.
No, shit is crazy, bro. But that is
That flashy shit don't.
That don't phase you?
it doesn't money doesn't move us, bro. Honestly, money doesn't move us. Like, of course you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you'd like it to take care of what you need to take care of.
Yeah.
But it's not like we're doing music just to be, for example, like a lot of people think, oh, you're doing music, and they almost look at you like, bro, you're crazy, because they think they think you need to be.
You are crazy.
Yeah.
You're trying to pursue an
Well,
artistry in a capitalistic world.
We're going against the norm.
But
everybody just.
They think you need to be like fucking Bad Bunny to you know what I'm saying? Like,
all you need is 1,000 true fans to make a living out of
that's
music.
a fact. That's
Yeah,
a
but
fact.
That's harder than it sounds, bro.
Not if you're consistent, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Where go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
you sure?
You see
Yes,
how
okay.
much time you put into doing barber stuff and
Bro.
how long have you been cutting hair?
Since I was 12 or 13. So about 15 years. 15, 16.
I think what you do is nuts, bro. Like,
Thank
I could never, I could never do that. I'll fuck somebody up. I'll feel bad. I'll
Yeah.
cut them
You
off.
will. You have to. That's how you learn.
Right. But look how long it took you. You're good at what you do because you put the time into it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with music. The more you do it, the more, you know what I'm saying? You're into it. If you stay consistent, eventually that one fan is going to turn into two.
Yeah.
And that two is going to turn into
Where
four.
What-
go ahead, man.
Are you sure?
Yes. Stop asking.
What is your favorite part about making the music? I asked that because for me, it's after somebody hears my mixtape or my song, it's like what did you get from that? You know what I'm saying? Not what did you think, but not like good or bad. Like, what did you feel? What did it remind you of? What are the thoughts that went through your head? Like, talking to the person after they consume my art is my favorite part.
I love it. Everybody interprets everything differently.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different critique, and what somebody might love, somebody might not. You know what I mean? And somebody,
Or what you love, like the track you thought was gonna be the best one, everybody would be like, "Oh, we ain't even paying
it's
attention to
alright.
that
Yeah.
shit."
People, it's always, it's so fucking.
It happens. For example, we were with, you know that song Pepas, Farruko sings it. Agua pa la seca,
Yeah.
todo el mundo. Okay.
I needed that help. Thank you.
Yeah. That was perfect.
Well, that song, we were with the producer. His name's Easy, right?
Easy, yeah.
And cool guy, man. He's super dope.
Yeah. Saludo.
We were chilling with him, and he was showing us some beats, and we were like, "Yo, what do you think?" We showed him all of our stuff, and he was like, "Yo, you know, what is your strong suit?" He's like, "Yo, I think you guys, your strong
The trap.
suit is your trap,
Trap and the
right?
drill."
And the drill. We went to Ñengo, and he was like, "Yo, your reggaeton was dope. Like, your trap and drill is dope too." you know, but I feel like y'all got it everywhere. Like you're good at, you could do this. And when the other guy was, then we'll go to somebody else and they'll be like, yo, I like
your
our boy.
commercial shit better than your
Right.
trap. You should stick to
You
commercial.
get different angles from everywhere.
Everybody has different.
How do y'all receive that though? But because that's a little different than what I meant. Because what I meant was more like on a personal, in tune level. Like, what did you get from this track versus
Gotcha.
what your favorite thing is? You know, which are two valid points. Like, so when they respond to you the way you're talking about, how do you take that? Like, oh, you know, I prefer this type of music or this type of music that y'all are putting out.
I always try to take their criticism like and better it. Whatever they tell me that even if I think it's good, I'm like, all right, so if I think, you know, I do good reggaeton and these people maybe don't think I do good reggaeton, I gotta
step
do better
up.
reggaeton, you know? Or if these people say, oh, I should do better trap, that means I gotta go harder on the trap.
But do you ever feel like maybe you're trying to do something that you're not trying to do?
That's what I was going to say. Like, you kind of got to use it as motivation. Because at the same time, every time somebody, first of all, everybody knows everything, right? There could be a dude telling me about how to EQ something when I've been EQing for fucking 10 years.
You gotta know, you gotta know what I'm saying? What you have to.
Opinions are like assholes.
Everybody got one. So you gotta take it with a grain of salt, but that's good. Use it as motivation. You know what I'm saying?
I use it as motivation, you know, and I'm never gonna. I look at it like I'm never gonna do a song that I don't
want to do.
You know, so everything I do, I like it.
And what you said earlier, which you were like, oh, you know, I hear a beat and that beat makes me want to write.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, for example, we'll be in the studio, we'll be with our manager. Like, yo, we need a club banger. We need something for the club. We need a dembo, right?
Dembo.
Sometimes we go to the studio and that's not what the fuck is in you to make. Like,
exactly.
You listen to dembo and but then you listen to like a R&B, like a trap soul, and you're like, ooh, I want to do this shit right now. It's in you. You know what I'm saying?
You get to hold me up.
But when I'm saying it's like in a weird way, you're not even in control of it.
No, you're not. You're not ever because that source information, that waterfall, you don't control the waterfall.
You love waterfalls.
No, I mean, it just keeps coming back. It's obvious because that's where it's coming from. You know, when it comes to that moment when you're in the studio making that music, it's coming all from that waterfall. You know what I'm saying? So if it's not hitting that vibe in that moment, you can't just try to stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
No, it has to be. I can't force it. I can't ever force anything. And I need to be feeling the beat. Sometimes we'll go through fucking hundreds of beats in one day, and if we don't feel it.
We won't do
beats.
Now listen, do y'all?
Do
Okay, I almost forgot again. You got the studio in the crib because I'm over here like, bro, how are y'all paying for this studio time?
Oh yeah,
that's part of
part of the game too. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
If we built the studio, so we wouldn't have to.
We literally built it. My dad built it. Like we literally built it.
We want to see the studio, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get can we get an exclusive tour of the studio?
Yeah. Hell yeah,
bro. Because
we could do a podcast in the studio if you want.
Because hell yeah, because I made a mixtape, my first one that I told you about from last year, which I'm not even gonna say how much it cost me to make it because my wife might listen. But let's just say it's an amount of money that it's
how
like
many songs on the mixtape?
8 tracks.
Okay.
I did it,
and you put it out through Spotify and iTunes and all that?
Yeah, I used DistroKid.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got it on everything, bro. Let me tell you. So this is how I started it. I wrote a little poem for my girls, my wife and my girls, after Valentine's Day in 2020, I think. And then I was like, I put another instrumental. I was like, yo, I kind of feel like I'm writing some songs, dog. Then I wrote one and I showed my boy and one of my clients who I cut his hair, and he makes music at home, has a studio like you guys, but like it's not like a fully built up studio, just like in his room type shit. So he was like, yeah, let's go. Let's record it. So I recorded it and then we did it. And he was like, yo, this will be way better if you do it in the studio, like a real studio. And I was like, damn, I never did that. So I went to try it and I got hooked. I was like, yo, this process is fire, bro. Like the energy, the experience, like just like the way we're having the experience, having this podcast with mics, the headphones, everything, you know, it feels very, like very intimate, you know, So that's the experience I had doing the music, and I got hooked on it. But I can't afford to be putting out music every even, you know what I'm saying? Like I got other things like I'm putting my money into, and it costs money, bro.
Beats cost money,
and it's not like like for example, I charge $40 an hour for a haircut because a haircut is $40 and it takes about an hour, right? The guy I go to for the studio costs about that same price per hour. but one song you ain't gotten done in an hour.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You're putting in hours for that song, and that's not including mixing and mastering.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I love making music. It's just fun, but studio
It's
time
expensive.
costs money, bro.
That's why we built on. That's why we ended up doing that, like even like making beats and all that.
On
shit.
necessity,
Because
bro.
imagine like we were paying at one point like $200 every time we needed to use a beat. When every time we needed to record, that's again like $30, $40 an hour. You recording for a couple.
And that's
hours.
just to record. Then you got to
And
pay
then
to get it
you gotta
mixed.
mixed and
The master.
mastered. So that's
Yeah.
another $200.
That's why I was so surprised when I saw the quality on that last video, the Off-White one, because I'm like, yo, this is some like if y'all were, if I didn't know who y'all were, and somebody put it up on Well, or somebody saying, yo, the newest hottest artist, I'd be like, yo, this is some professional next level shit. Like I wouldn't have been like, oh, who are these upcoming guys?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's that level of
That's
production.
dope. That's dope.
Thank
So
you,
to
bro.
see that, yeah, for sure, bro. So when I saw that, I'm like, damn, well, they're putting in work, bro.
What's your? I don't know if you guys answered this. What's your favorite song that you guys did?
I was gonna ask that too. Yeah.
Damn. I don't have one favorite, but I do have certain songs that I keep
Top
close.
3.
My favorite
Oof.
songs haven't been released yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. All right. So we'll wait.
We
on
could
that.
tell
They
you
haven't been released yet. Yeah, I could tell you names.
Some
but I'm not
names.
gonna mean nothing.
Okay, the
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
that have been released, top 3, give me, because I'm gonna give you my top 3.
The ones that have been released,
Yeah.
I would say I really like the remix, the Lil Juan Titi remix.
I love the Love on TT remix.
That's the more da.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love. We did the box remix.
that
Olas.
was a
I like
good one.
Olas is one of my
I
favorite
like Olas
songs that
too.
we. It's a reggae.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Reggae,
Olas.
not reggaeton, reggae.
Reggae. Yeah, we
Reggae.
do everything.
That's
we
with
don't just
y'all
do
on the bus,
reggaeton.
right? Yeah. On
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
YouTube,
yeah. on the
Oh,
bus.
yeah. I heard that a lot. You said Olas?
Olas.
Olas. Yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah. Hell
Because
yeah.
We
for
actually
me, I'm
have-
gonna tell you, my top 3 for y'all is Off-White, Agotao,
Mm-hmm.
and no particular order. Like I don't know which one's 1st, but I think Agotao's first, then Off-White, then the remix y'all were just talking about.
The Lil Juan Titi. Now, would you say they're your favorite because they have videos?
the same.
He copied- No, I wouldn't say it's the video. The video is dope, but really it's the sound of the music.
Yeah.
Because after being a person who doesn't have, like, I have a mixtape, but I don't have any music videos.
Okay.
So like I try not to incorporate that into it. That's like a separate category. But just off the sound and the vibe of the song,
You fucking
but
with it?
also even though I don't,
I mean, that's all I could go off of because obviously I don't.
but that's what I was
don't
gonna
know
say. Even
Spanish.
though I know Spanish and I understand things that you guys are saying, I don't hear it like somebody who speaks Spanish.
Right.
You know what
It's
I'm saying?
a different cadence.
Yeah, I
It's a
hear it, and I can appreciate a lot of it, but I don't hear it the
to more
same.
flows and
Right, but
delivery.
I can hear
You'll
the
catch some
delivery
things here and there,
exactly. I can catch things and I can hear the way you might have word played something here or there, and I'm just like, damn. And to me, it's like the fact that y'all speak English and Spanish. Just the fact that you can ride that borderline and go between the two,
Yeah, that's
and
around.
then flow it back. I'm just like, God damn, bro. Like, that's fire.
real, that's
Like,
real.
Thank
hit
you,
me to
bro.
the civic centers, huh?
So where can people that want to hear your music, like what's your guys' Instagram? Where can they check out your stuff?
Bebo Deluxx everywhere. It's YouTube, Bebo Deluxx, Spotify, iTunes, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. You name it.
Bebo EY Deluxx.
Uh-huh.
Deluxe
with
with
two
two
X's.
X's.
B-E-B-O.
which is where the name,
D-E-L-U-X.
which is where that name comes
the
from.
confusion, because we've been calling you doble.
That's his
Doble
nickname.
X.
So double X, the reason double X came up is because still to this fucking day, people misspell my name. Is they put D-E-L-U-X or they put D-E-L-U-X-X-X. They never put D-E-L-U-X-X. Double X.
So you just say doble
So I
X.
said double. I said it in a rhyme one time. It was like D-E-L-U-X-X. Y me quedé double X.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my nickname. That's what people call me. A lot of
Okay.
people,
So now, because go ahead, what were we gonna say?
a lot of people don't even call me Deluxe. They call me Doble.
Doble.
X.
Because that's what I
It's
feel like.
easier
I'ma
to
call
say.
it now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
easier
Because
to
the
say.
first time I heard that, I was like, wait, did you say Dos Equis? Because I was thinking
Equis.
about the beer.
The
son.
beer.
1st thing, I was like, yo, I love me some Dos Equis. So I'm sure that that's something that you're gonna run into if you blow up. They're gonna be like, you talking about Dos Equis? They're gonna be like,
Double.
Double X.
But
X.
I think I've seen like groups before called Dos X and
Yeah?
shit. Yeah.
Doble sounds cooler, bro.
Double.
Doble sounds
Double
dope.
X, and it's just because of how you spell my name.
Yeah,
Simple
yeah.
as that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Double X.
I feel
Do
that.
you guys have anything you think in the works that you think you're gonna coming up this next maybe year that you think is gonna pop off, or anything
Yeah.
that you could talk about?
Yeah,
that-
yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
could
we got Rapeton approved.
Yeah, that's a
Coming soon. So
super
that,
super big deal, bro. Like
What's that?
so it's a part. It's a okay. You know the freshman covers that they do, like the
double XLs?
freshman, something like that. But it's
And
a
the
project.
Spanish.
It's a project. Like, and what it is Guru and Yandel. They did a joint venture called Rapetón Approved, and
it's under Warner.
under Warner, and they're doing the videos. They're releasing it under their platforms. They're doing, you know what I'm saying? So
Kind of the cosign. It's the
Right.
cosign. You know.
Rapetón Approved is just approved by Rapetón. Rapetón is like a man. What is that?
Like a
Rapetón?
complex? Like a
It's
complex?
like a complex.
Yeah.
That's a perfect.
Exactly what
I've
it
never
is.
thought about
It's like
that.
if Complex were to team up with, I don't know, Jay-Z or somebody,
right.
and to do like a
Like a
bring up
media
new-
outlet.
Yeah, and
Like a
bring
me-
up and do like a album
Like
of
an
new
EP with-
talent.
Right.
And introduce
Where like
them.
like DJ Khaled, we're putting all together new talent, but it's from this organization.
Exactly, and he's
Right,
DJ
right.
Khaled presents blah blah blah, and it's every song is a different artist,
Right.
You know, so that's what they're doing with us. By the time this comes out, it should probably be out already.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah. So that's
How
gonna
y'all
be
feeling
dope.
about that track? You feeling good?
Hell
I
yeah,
feel dope. We'll show you the video. That's another video that we did by ourselves.
yeah, hell yeah.
In downtown Kissimmee. So you're
It's gonna make noise.
We're gonna have to be in a video, son. What's up?
That shit-
Get us out there.
Yeah, it's dope, bro. I can't wait for the
It's a
people
drill,
to see it.
It's a drill track. That shit gonna do.
Hey, well, hey, I appreciate you guys coming on to the podcast, man.
Definitely.
It was a
Having
pleasure
us.
meeting you guys
Yes,
for
sir,
sure,
bro.
We'll have to have
Same.
y'all back for sure another
Yeah.
day.
Oh,
Yeah,
kind of
when
same,
And I feel
man.
like we still got a ton more to talk
Yeah,
about.
we got a
There's
lot.
still a
We got
lot. There's still a lot
Shit.
for sure. We got to do like maybe switch it up, like I said, in the studio.
Yeah, if y'all want
or
to slide
go
by the
some-
stool, we'll show you guys
Yeah,
the stool.
for sure.
For sure.
I'll definitely take
That'd
you
be
up on that
fire.
offer.
Yeah, I can lay down a feature, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, hey, watch out.
Hey,
You already know,
You
bro.
bullshit. We can do that.
Hey,
I know, man.
Let
It
me
might
know.
be the-
Have me out here
Bro.
rapping in Spanish. What?
I do want to tell you because
Ay, mira, papi.
you say you didn't have videos. It's important to at least do one, bro. Do one, and you don't have to fucking spend $2,000-$3,000, but give people visuals. Let them see who they're
Yeah.
hearing. You know what I
I
mean?
thought about doing that, and I hit up this dude.
I
'cause
think it's mostly the time, but
Even-
yeah,
yeah,
I wanted to help
even
him
with
because
an
I've been
iPhone.
in the film too. But
You're in a film. You're doing
I'm
film.
He wants
trying
to do that.
I'm not really trying to do music videos. I'm more trying to do like cinematic stuff, like documentaries or films.
but he's
dope.
gonna do my views.
But I'll do it. Like I'll
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
what I'm saying. If you have
y'all
somebody,
trying to
you
be
guys
in my
can
music
collab.
video?
Fuck yeah, bro.
You invite us,
Come
we
on,
in
dog.
that
I'm
bitch.
gonna get some clout with Bad Boy
man.
Deluxx.
We in there,
bro.
Oh, shit.
This home team,
I got
bro.
a whole idea for what I got going, bro. No, but it was a lot of fun doing it, man. And I had a good idea for the video and everything. But honestly, the main thing was that the cost, bro. It costs a lot of money to keep all
Yeah,
that shit going.
and it's how serious you want to take it.
Yeah.
If that's the route that you want to go, then yeah, go for it. But if you got other shit going on,
It's- that's
music
the
is
thing.
something you got to give it your all, bro.
That I can agree with 100% because I'm I'm a person like we talked about before, like kind of a jack of all trades type guy. I have a lot of different stuff I like to do and get my hands into. And music is one thing where as much as I'd love to do it, it's like you said, if you don't have the, not only time, but the funds to put everything into, you're going to be treading water the whole
Yeah.
time. You know what I'm saying? Cause it takes a lot of that, bro.
You got to
And-
put bread into your music.
Now, do you, I know y'all, we mentioned a little bit before the fact that y'all use Fiverr and outsource different things, but do you have a main engineer that you use, or y'all, is it mainly you guys that do the grunt work, or the other guy you were talking about? That
No,
you mentioned?
the grunt work itself, we kind of like
We do
we
the
make it
grunt
very
work,
we make it kind of easy for
Make it
not
easy for everybody that works with us because
Right.
we already know exactly what we want.
Right.
So hey, this, just
Even
make
with the videos with the Rapeton that's coming out, everybody got their video done. We did our
we
video
did our
already.
video
We just
ourselves.
gave it to them.
Everybody else got it. Yeah, got it done.
Got
though.
you.
You see what I'm saying? So we like being in control. And matter of fact, you say that film stuff, like we want to eventually get into that too. Like we want to do movies.
Yeah.
Once
yeah.
it's music stuff, that's
Right,
more
like,
in,
Hey, well, we could lock in the documentary right here, right now, verbal contract with
Hey,
Phil Connolly Film
verbal
Production.
contract.
yeah, man. let's
That
do
would
it,
be
man.
dope. I would definitely love to do a documentary on you for
Yeah,
sure.
man.
Hey,
I
that'd be dope.
I didn't
That'd be
even
dope.
know you were into
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
That's
it
fire.
was more into like, just documentaries like conspiracy stuff at first,
Right,
but I
right.
also want to do just life in general, stuff that's interesting.
Yeah.
Documentaries
Yeah.
like that.
That's
But,
fire, bro.
yeah, man.
The
Hey,
conversations are endless, bro.
Yeah,
we
man.
definitely gotta have
Gotta
y'all
have you
on
back
here
for
again.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
whenever, man. Whenever. You let us know.
Thank you, bro.
Bebo
You
y
gotta
doble,
be
man.
on the next one.
Bebo y
Yeah.
doble.
Hey, we
You already
appreciate
know,
you,
man.
It's have a good one. We can't wait to see that drop on the
Rapetón, yeah.
Rapetón, yes,
that we
sir.
did.
For sure.
All right, man. We'll see y'all next time. Appreciate
All right.
you.
Appreciate y'all.
That boys be
Get it.
easy.
That's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Brr. Yeah, I've been holding this pee.
This nigga has a baby bladder, bro.
He broke the seal.